Hey. Yeah, I mean, it's going all right. They sent me the treatment. It seems like it's gonna be a little different than I thought. I don't know if I'm comfortable with everything. A lot? I think so.
Hey, Trip, we're ready for you.
All right, I gotta go. We'll see. All right.
Where else can I go?
Hey, there he is. My man, Trip Lee. Big fan, man. Excited to do this. You excited?
Yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah, perfect. We're gonna make it great. Check this out. Got the coach. Yeah, this is for you, man.
I didn't ask for that.
I know you don't have to ask. I got you. Just gotta add more change. You need more gold. You can never have enough gold. All right, roll playback. Camera speed. Action.
Might get me a beamer that you seen in people get, yeah. I might set the green so everything I want I get, yeah. I might pack up Nina so they team know we ain't it, yeah. I might cop some deal for my fit, and it's lit. Might get me a private jet, rise the sky, tiger shit. Post on social, soak up likes while I disguise it, I'm in debt. Post with guns like I'm a threat. Fake my thug, boost my credit. Throw up sign like that's my set. And hope the bloods don't get upset. Like I've been considering throwing a charity benefit. Raising bread at the end of it, just keeping 100% of it. Them feds show up on my door when I tell them I'm menace. Hope them fans don't figure me out, cause that will be the end of it. Look, I know all these moves might get me dough. I probably won't be Diddy, but man, this might get me close. Look, this what I been dreaming about for sure. But I think I might need something for my soul. And where else can I go? You got it. You got it.
Yeah. This dude is crazy. Very interesting. Yeah, man, that's what I thought it was gonna be.
Hey, Trip.
Yeah.
They're ready for you.
All right, I'll be right there.
You got it. You got it. Yeah. My homie told me get this bread. Fill that cup up and take that right to the head. Out, yeah. My OG say he gon' give me game. Told me switch up, hit that chick up and forget her name. I be lying if I said I never felt like getting mine. Cause the kind of road I'm walking ain't for soft ones, it's a claim, it's a crime. To leave a feast, chasing filthy swine. When I dine, need nutrition for my system and my mind many times. Wisdom tried to help me, but I fought her. Swimming through the ocean, drowning out in search of water. Leave the soul, looking for food, yeah, it's done, that's what we do. So many sleepless nights, looking for words that like we like. Man, look at me grow, yeah, it can be slow. And it can be so difficult, got me thinking I go. But I know, all the mothers leave us in the cold. I don't want to gain the word and lose my soul. So where can I go? You got it. You got it. You got it. Where else can I go? You got it. You got it. You got it. Where else can I go? You got it. I'ma say it. You got it. All I seen it. You got it. Got me saying. Where else can I go? Got me saying. You got it. You got it.
This ain't yours. It was never in your car. Never in your possession.
So what you telling me is you don't know anything about this. You telling me you never seen this in your life.
Never seen this in your life. Look at it. Look at it. You know what this is. You know what this is. Just confess.
Got me saying.
Is that enough shuck and jive for you?
Got me saying.
You know what this is.
Yeah.
You know what this is.
Time to stop the show. John Tanner, Ryan Righteous, DJ Jeremiah. We bringing the heat, man, this joint be fire like, bruh. We in the field, we in the field, bruh. We in the field, we in the field. Just put it in work, we raising the bar. You tuned in to the Trackstarz.
Hey, yo, what's cracking? It's your man Lecrae, aka Creasy Crayola, the bond servant. Right now, you listening to the Trackstarz, Ryan Righteous, Sean Tanner, and Jeremiah. I see you, boy. Hold it down. Yeah.
Yeah, back in the field with the Trackstarz, Ryan Righteous, Sean Tanner, DJ Jeremiah. Was good.
All right, for all things Trackstarz, make sure you go to trackstarswithaz.com. Follow us on Instagram, like the Facebook page, subscribe to the YouTube channel. That's what's up.
All right, so I think that we started this topic years ago. We had a topic, it had to be 3-4 years ago. Jeremiah, do you remember? But we did a topic called CHH is dead. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
And it caused a stir, I believe, because I don't think anybody else was seeing what we were seeing at the time. Now is, everybody's talking about it. But when we brought this up, people were like, what do you mean? What do you mean? I'll just tell you, we watch how things are moving in the background, and we were able to see some red flags, so you can say. But Lecrae just talked about it on his channel. He did a topic called CHH is dead. There was some caveat at the end of the title, which was important because he ended up in the video saying he doesn't really think it's dead. It has some more to go. But of course, the title will get people talking because most people don't watch stuff, right? They just read the topic, the title, and then they run with it. So a lot of people were believing that Lecrae says CHH is dead. What did you guys think about him bringing this up?
I thought it was interesting. I thought it was first of all, it was interesting the way he owned up to the responsibility of causing the confusion by not labeling himself CHH and putting himself in a box. It was definitely clickbait. I mean, nothing wrong with that. He spoke to bits and pieces of CHH, and he basically said it was a cross between CHH and gospel rap. But there has definitely been a momentum shift in the swing that pulls us back. I mean, he talked about Flavor Fest. He talked about doing the youth concerts. It almost kind of sounded like he was calling out maybe the laziness of some artists. Did y'all kind of get that when he was just like, I did all the youth concerts. I put in all the work. And then he also tried to pull in the fact that a lot of people don't know who the pioneers of Christian hip hop were.
I love that.
That was interesting. That was interesting. But, overall, I mean, we have had a slide in numbers and in participation. And I told you, I mean, I've said this a million times. Our biggest competition is the Christians that don't listen to what we do because they're still listening to the Kanyes and the Kendrick Lamars and the J. Coles of the world. And
Kanye was with us.
Nah, not anymore. Not after that interview.
I knew.
Oh, Jesus. I had an interview with him set up too, Ryan. Thank you.
What interview? You got an interview with him? Cool. Let's talk to him tomorrow. But no, I just think that's kind of where we are right now. I think that what we do isn't picked up by our culture. It's not supported by our culture. It's a big problem.
What do you think, Jeremiah?
I don't think when I like I said, I like the fact that he gave it up to the OGs of our genre, and it's more OGs as well. People he probably forgot or he probably just don't know really about. But the people he named, like the Stephen Wiley's, the Preachers in Disguises, T-Bone, Grits, and Cross Movement, are people probably that are pioneers to him. You know what I mean? So shout out to him for doing that because he didn't have to do that. And the reason why I like that he did that was because for so many people think CHH started with Lecrae and then now, you know what I'm saying? So it was like Lecrae and then everybody else. And it's like, nah, bro, it's so many other people that put in the work that helped Lecrae get to where Lecrae is. And you know what I'm saying? And then, these other folks now are on the play. So I like that part. I understand where where he came from of saying like, hey, Christian, I had a problem doing that. Like I was part of the problems. You know what I'm saying? I was part of the problems of him, of CHH in the way it was. And I'm sorry for that. He was like, I felt bad for that because I thought thinking outside of the box and not being boxed in was a bad thing. And now, basically we're looking at it like it's a good thing to say I'm a Christian rapper. You know what I'm saying? But also I do believe he's telling the truth. I do think it's something where you have to work and work. Lecrae, Thizzle, all them cats back in the day, and the guys that are the people we look up to now, they worked hard to get on. Like they worked those youth ministries, those shows, those prisons, doing all that stuff. Like Lecrae's first album, Real Talk, it's like basically albums that he was doing. He was doing songs at youth camps, and he was doing songs at prisons for youth prisons, and using those songs. And certain the songs, he was like, somebody was like, "Yo, you need to do an album," and he's like, "I just use these songs to like minister to these kids." You know what I mean? And I think that's the part that we're missing now, is that these people are trying to jump the line. It's like, yo, I dropped my album and I should be on Billboard next week. I should be I should be sitting with Trackstarz, the crew. I should be on Rapzilla. I should be doing all this. I'm quitting my job. I know, I know I'm called to do this, and I should be, by next year, I should be nominated for a Grammy in the Christian category. I should be charting. I should be all this. And they be like, yo, how many shows you did this year? None. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like nothing. You're not doing anything. You're not doing the grunt work to get to where you really and has aspired to be. You know what I'm saying? So I'll say that was true. That's real. Like just getting on people's lists or getting on, playlists and all that. That's great, but it's nothing like performing and being on tour. Even if the tour is you and the Angels, if you just performing the Angels, and when I mean that Angels is like nobody's there, it's like a few scattered people, you still gotta do that groundwork. You know what I mean? You can't escape it. I one thing I love about Kelly Cole, and I will always respect that man, the way he set up Aaron to be where Aaron is today is remarkable. The stuff he's told us, like, hey, I made stuff online to churches. Hey, y'all need a Christian rapper. We doing a tour. We would love to come up to you. We do it free. Blah blah blah. We do this. We do that. He did that for years for Aaron, and Aaron now is where he is because of his father doing that and being smart enough to do that. You know what I mean? So yeah, man. I'll say that, man. It takes hard work to do this, and I think people think I could just do a song and I'll get placements, and that's cool. Like I said, placements is cool. Being on people's list is dope. Next up list, freshman list is dope. But at the same time, you got to work. None of those things are going to help you have a career in this if you want a career in this. You know what I mean?
All right. Okay. All right. Buckle up with this, because Lecrae said that some of this was his fault, but he didn't say everything. He did admit to some of this when we interviewed him, but I don't know if he's fully processed how this happened. So the reason why people are saying CHH is dead is
unless you say Santa Claus.
Santa Claus.
Santa Claus.
Hi, sweetie. I'm about to tell people the thing. You okay?
Santa Claus.
That's my daughter.
Santa Claus.
But yeah, so this is how it really happened. So CHH was popping 2013, 2014. It was on a high. He put out Anomaly. What was the next one that was coming? It was in between
Church
that time.
Close.
Not
Gravity?
the Church Close. The next one.
After Anomaly?
Yeah, after the what was the next one? Right after Anomaly.
After ATWT.
Yeah,
ATWA.
all things work together. So in between that time, CHH was at the peak, and Lecrae was a big part of getting it to that place. The way it worked was there's a few different groups involved here, right? There were the gospel rappers, the gospel gangsters, the T-Bones, the Stephen Wiley's, all those guys. Like they kind of got us to where we were when Cross Movement and Tunnel Rats and all them were doing their thing. That's one group of people. Then there were the people like Cross Movement who was a little bit kind of connected to the Christian world. There's a gospel rap world, and then there's a Christian hip hop world. Those two worlds started coming together. They were doing their thing, but what really made CHH blow was when Lecrae started working with the CCM world. When they got involved in Christian rap, that's when this thing blew up. What's his name? Piper. All of those guys.
Evangelicals.
Yeah, but not just them, but I'm talking about the reform movement. Like this movement of people who were like the Louis Giglios and all those kind of guys that embraced what Lecrae was doing. And they were like, man, this is great. I'm going to help it get to where it needs to go. They poured money in. They bought albums. They sent stuff to church groups. They sent stuff to youth groups. And CHH started getting like a push, like a real, real big push. And that's when things really started working. When you saw us, when we were at the Don't Waste Your Life tour, that was when the money started coming to CHH. That's what started getting people to be like, where a lot of the artists here today know about Lecrae, it's because of that. That's when the money started coming, right? Yeah. And what we call CHH today is really a result of the work Lecrae was doing and getting accepted into those bigger evangelical circles, right? The problem is, right around 2015, 2016, when Michael Brown happened, Lecrae started speaking up about black issues. And a lot of the people that were supporting him and got him to that big, big platform, they didn't like that. They didn't like that. And then when Donald Trump came involved, it really started splitting that audience, and they started really pushing back and saying, Lecrae, if you talk about this, we're gone. All right. Lecrae still has another group of people that support him that aren't the super conservative Christians. It's like the more middle of the road liberal Christians that are doing business in Atlanta, and people like the Shinnebaggers and Callie Murray and Aaron Tuning and all those kind of guys that are in Atlanta doing work. They never left Lecrae. They still support him to this day. You'll see him at all their events. They still work with him. So there's still a base of support that he has, but that large conservative built-in machine that he had, a lot of them are gone. So that's when honestly, they went nowhere for a second. NF was kind of coming up at that moment, and a lot of the people I'll say in the Midwest really kind of gravitated to NF, but a lot of people had nowhere to go. Because a lot of the people that were supporting Lecrae, they didn't rap really wasn't their thing. It wasn't like they were just in Christian hip hop listening to everybody. They were listening to Lecrae. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? They were listening to Lecrae, Andy, Tripp, Tadashi, and they probably didn't know nobody else. So when they stopped supporting Lecrae, it wasn't like they just jumped to another rapper. They probably just stopped listening, period. So that's when CHH started going down, because that built-in machine was gone. So that's really where it happened. And then what even compounded even more is when Lecrae started saying, you know what? I'm not CHH either. That's when he started losing that built-in CHH foundation too. That's when the cracks started forming, where it's like, okay, the big machine support is gone. The base is starting to get a little offended because you're like, man, we've been with you this whole time, and now you're not saying you with us no more. And it just started. And then now we have all these artists that were kind of like, they came from Lecrae because they love Lecrae, and they started doing Christian hip hop because of Lecrae. They were like, hey, if Lecrae is doing this mainstream hip hop route, that's what I'm gonna do. And then the message started getting a little bit more watered down, a little bit safer, a little bit not necessarily strictly Christian. So who really is Christian hip hop now? Who really is what we would consider Christian hip hop when we first started? Yeah. I'm really looking at you, Jeremiah. Like, who really is Christian hip hop? I'm asking.
It's still largely KB.
You got the KBs of the world. You still got Brian. I think Brian T is. I think where everybody keeps saying, like, them hardcore fans that's like, yo, where's that Rebel Lecrae? That is Brian T and Kingdom Music.
If it wasn't for Brian T, God Over Money, Humble Beast, those are the people that still seem like the old Christian hip hop to me. A lot of what we have now is kind of like this safe hip hop. Like it's not really Christian. It's just it's better than the alternative type hip hop. So honestly, Christian hip hop, what we used to call Christian hip hop, to me that kind of died, man. Like that's done. We have some remnants of it. There's people who were connected to those people that still communicate. There's still like a network of people who were involved in that. Yeah. But that central core push of we're doing ministry for God and we don't care what they think about us and we're gonna be saving people every show. I don't see that much at all.
I think GOM still does that. And it's Flame. I think all those people are still there. But I think what you're talking about is the impact And that's why I keep saying Brian T. Because when I hear Brian T's music, it's vertical all the way. And I know his goal is after my show, we're doing an altar call. And people are gonna come and we're going here to save lives. And I think the same thing with GOM, but I just think about when Brian T is being the front man of this new generation of kind of rebel-ish, I would say rebel back type reach music that was out back then, where it was like helping you grow in your faith, helping you like, you know what I'm saying? Like those type of things. And I feel like that's who got it right now, in my personal opinion. I'm
talking about the younger kids. I'm not seeing that same mentality being passed on to the next generation. The GOM guy's been doing it since when it was that way. I'm talking about the new people. Who's coming out like that?
I think somebody said it right. Hovey. I think Hovey is doing.
Hovey has that heart.
Hovey has that heart, and I think because of who's around Hovey. You know what I mean? Hovey's been on our show. Y'all see who's around Hovey. That's a big deal. You know, Scott Free is not playing about discipleship and knowing who Jesus is in your heart. So he's around the right people. Now the problem is we have a lot of nomads, and what I mean by that is people who are just doing music, and they may have scripture in their stuff. I'm not saying it has to be like Jesus, my homeboy, Jesus. It don't have to be that. It just has to have something where I'm listening to the song and I'm impacted by the song. Like I'm impacted. Like when I'm hearing this, I'm like, yo, wow, this dude is confronting me with something that I've never heard before. Or as a Christian, yo, I need to get my walk right, because what he's saying is really hitting me different. You know what I mean? Right now it's just very skillful. It's very skillful Christians doing hip hop music.
What the focus to me has shifted, and honestly, we wanted it to happen that way. We wanted it to be more focused on, hey, get better and actually compete with what's going out in the world. But what I'm noticing is that is the main focus now. And we've lost that focus of, hey, you know, the reason we're doing this is not to be famous. It's not to, get to Lecrae's level or the NF level. The main reason we're doing this is we want people's lives to be changed. And that's it. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like we've lost some of that. And that's where, if Lecrae looks back, he can chart the change of that as his attitude has changed over the years. And it's not to blame him. The reason that it lost its steam, to me, was a race issue. A lot of these churches, they love when they have a black person that is a Christian that loves Jesus, because a lot of them, and I've talked to a lot of these people over the years, they see the black community as something they want to help. They want to solve the problems of. They don't know how, and they see hip hop as one of the problems to fix. And they're like, oh, wow, we have this guy who's rapping. He loves Jesus. We'll let him do it, right? And he's like an example of one of the good ones, a black person that we can trust with our kids, right?
One of the good ones.
That's how they saw him. So it's like when he started saying things they didn't like, it's like, oh, now we can't talk about him anymore. We can't invite him to our stuff anymore. Like, he's now one of the bad ones. And that's how they treated him. And when that happened, like, I'm watching numbers. Like, I could see metrics, and the numbers started going down immediately when that happened. So that's what I'm seeing is like, that's what when that happened, we came on the show and we did CHH is Dead. Because I saw that happening in real time.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Ron.
No, I'm agreeing with what Sean said. I think it definitely came down to, Black Lives Matter, Michael Brown, even sprinkles of Trayvon Martin, and Jordan Davis. Whenever there was a high profile black shooting in the justice system, everybody was kind of in tune to that. Everybody was kind of making music to that. Everybody was kind of flowing in that direction. And so I think, that was when I noticed it. That was when I first noticed it. I think we were sitting down with somebody who I won't really name because I don't know if they want us to talk about this, but they were telling us how they saw the numbers drop off because they were in the room when it happened. You know what I mean? And so they were like, we were doing 5,000 people a night. and then we dropped off to 1,000 people a night, you know, and it's different, and it's what's happening, right? And we know that have always known that the number one consumer of hip hop has been white males. So if they're also in hip hop, what makes you think they're not in Christian hip hop? And if they're the number one consumer of hip hop in hip hop, then they're probably the number one consumer of hip hop in Christian hip hop.
They're in the new thing. They're in the new thing is CCR. I'm gonna keep saying this today I get credit. So somebody can be like, yo, Jeremiah started CCR. Saying that. CCR, conservative Christian rap. The Bryson Grays of the world. Like that's the new thing.
It's not it's not all everybody went to that.
But I'm just saying, like, he mixes what they like. You get what I'm saying? He mixes. I don't know. I'm sorry.
I don't understand that though. I don't understand the.
I know. I didn't want to bring him up.
I tried to watch one of the Bryson videos this week, and I was like, I don't understand why so many people are checking for it. You know, like, why does it have millions of views?
Because they love what he says and they agree with it.
Yeah. So it's just like,
yeah,
look,
but but okay.
Think about it. We think about this, Ryan. We love Rebel. We love Don't Waste Your Life. Don't Waste Your Life is a book John Piper wrote.
Yeah.
A whole book.
Yeah.
He just turned it into a song.
It's the same theology too.
Yeah, same theology. So if I'm a conservative that is like, yo, I really like rap music, but I don't like what they're talking about. And also a lot of rappers push liberal mentality. So I ain't messing with that. But then I find a guy who comes and he performing at rallies and he's rapping and he's doing all of that. He mixing the Bible. He has some biblical stuff too. Ding, 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 ding. You know what I'm saying? So I just think those fans that we talking about, they're at either the NF concert, they're at three things. They're at NF, or they're just dealing with CCM stuff and say the rap stuff, I'm not dealing with it, or they're at Bryson.
I got a question for you. Are they listening and not showing up? Are they still listening to Lecrae, but they're not going to his concerts and they're not buying the music? They're streaming.
Well, streaming. You could just stream any. No, we don't know who streams nothing. I mean,
That's what I'm saying.
Unless you follow that person, you know what they stream, but you don't know what people stream.
Yeah, but what I'm trying to tell you, Ryan, is that the only reason it got as big as it was because there were huge institutions that pushed it through their machine to the kids. When that stops, I mean, there's nothing you could do about it. Like that. That's a big faucet to turn on.
We've been to a Don't Waste Your Life concert, and we know that they didn't busload all their youth ministry kids there. We know that those were parents
by then
bringing those kids.
Yeah, by then it's
so it lands. It does land. What I'm saying is, like right now, we if Lecrae says something backwards on his Facebook page, he gets scalded, right? And everybody says, "I'm not listening to you anymore. I'm not following you anymore. You're the devil." Da, da, da. It's like, why are you still there a month later when he says something
You're saying
else?
they secretly still love him.
They secretly still love him. They still secretly follow him. I don't know if they're.
I think he was so big a part of their life. There's no way to get away from that. I mean, they grew up with him. These are people that grew up with Lecrae.
Yeah.
The same way you grew up with Biggie or Tupac. Like he was that.
You know
big
what I think it is?
time.
I think they find a way to forgive Lecrae. I think they forgive him, and until the next thing bothers them, you know, like. They'll say, okay.
No. I think you misunderstand the power of personal cultural evangelism. I think a lot of Christians believe they're Christians, but what they really are white evangelical cultural Christians. So when they see somebody straying off of the white evangelical cultural box, they want to evangelize them back to the right way of living, not realizing that what they're trying to evangelize them back to is a cultural thing, not a biblical thing, right? Yeah. So I think they're there because they love him and they think that if they keep tweeting at him, he's gonna change. I think that's why they're still hanging around.
That's what Kyle do with us every week. So like BC said, CHH is a small reflection of what's happening in the church as a whole, though.
It is, and it's always been a small reflection, but it's a small reflection that had the stage at one point. There was a moment when we had the stage, right? I remember when spoken word had the stage. Remember that time when if you were a spoken word artist, you was the junk in the Christian world. They used to fly you out to stuff. I used to get flown out to stuff because they loved the fact that somebody would, here's a guy that's speaking about Christ so passionately, and spoken word was the medium for it at the time. Then it became Christian hip hop. But it's not on stage anymore. It gets invited every now and then, but it's not in the middle anymore. Now it's the what's it, Maverick music or whatever. The more
Maverick
singing,
City.
more Maverick City, yeah, more of the singing, more worship mode is kind of, I think, what's kind of taking the center stage now. But there was a moment where CHH was in the middle, and that's what we're saying is not. It doesn't seem to be the same anymore, especially not in church culture. It got pushed to the side when all the race and politics stuff got involved.
Well, you know what's so funny is when I think, Sean was dealing with college ministry, I was dealing with youth ministry, and Ryan was dealing with youth ministry, but we're dealing from a black perspective. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I wonder how that still is, because like I've been out of youth ministry for a couple of years. So I wonder how that is now. What do they play now? Are they playing? Maybe they playing Toby now. Like they probably playing Toby more, or are they still playing KB? Or are they still playing Lecrae? I don't know. But I think that's just a question to ask. For our culture.
So my kids went to Sunday school last weekend, and my kids are 8 and 5 that are in that class particularly. And when I picked them up, I heard, "I got a cabin in Manolo." It was hitting. It was hitting. It was
that's
in the back.
old though.
There's old, but what I'm saying is that there's even at that young age, they're still introducing them to hip hop. Because
are they introducing the new stuff? That's the thing. Like you can hang on to the old stuff.
I'm not expecting to walk in there and hear 1K Few. No.
But
Because
he's
they
getting
probably
booked.
don't know 1K Few. What I
But he's
didn't
getting
mention about
booked
this
though.
church,
Like, yeah.
this is a white church, so they're kind of going off of that old rebel,
They want the
Manolo
old
was
They want the old-
Manolo.
I know it
Manolo
wasn't
was like
Lecrae's.
the mid. That was Trip anyway, but that was like the Good
Yeah.
Life.
It was a
Yeah,
Good Life
that was
album.
prime
but
time.
That was still
Plies album.
that was
That
still
was
in
prime
that
time.
prime. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
they're still
I mean,
off
I
that
think
old stuff, but I wouldn't expect to go in there and hear anything new. You know.
Well, I think another thing too is I think everything we're saying is valid, but then also we got to think about the sway of regular hip hop, mainstream hip hop. Now it's like I always say, it's funny that the women are rapping. You can clearly hear what the women are saying, while the men are vibing. So it's like now it's like, wow.
I think you're right, Jeremiah. I think what the women are doing now feels like when CHH was popping. I think that feeling of, wow, this thing is blowing up. I'm feeling that with them.
Yeah.
They're starting to bring that feeling back. Yeah.
Yeah, I see the rise in that. And then what I meant also with that as well was in mainstream hip hop, the women, the Cardi B's, Megan, all of them are rapping. Like you can hear what they're saying. Whereas Lil Baby, Dirk, all them other cats, you don't really know what they're saying. So now it's like, if I'm gonna listen to something, I need to hear, especially from a parent, especially from that crowd, evangelicals, they want to know what you're saying. And that's what another thing about Lecrae was, they knew what he was saying. So now it's like, for using my 1K, it's like, I don't know what, if 1K's vibing, I can't understand what he's saying, but one day I understand what one day he's saying. So
what's interesting about 1K is more like old school gospel rap than a lot of the other people I'm talking about.
Yeah. Yeah.
He fits, and that's the culture he's from too. So he knows like the say it directly, don't beat around the bush, like that kind of thing. So it's interesting to see what's happening now. And I just wonder what's gonna make me feel like we're back to this being a ministry first. What would it take to feel that way? Because these kids are good. They're really good. They're getting to a place where they're getting placements and they're doing all kinds of stuff. But I feel like that ministry first mentality is not the same anymore.
I think
it's not top of mind anymore.
Lecrae has to go back to that. He's I know people we always used to say, yo, the truth is Jay-Z, blah blah blah. But Lecrae is like the motto, like how hip hop, the motto is Jay-Z and regular hip hop, like that's the goal. I think in ours is Lecrae, and Lecrae dictates what this culture does, unfortunately. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's what has to happen, where he has to go, okay, we got to be back to the ministry. I have to impersonate and put Christ in these lyrics again like I did before. And honestly, in my opinion, I mean, other people on our chat may say different. I think he went from in my opinion, he just went Jesus style, which is like parables versus John the Baptist, like where he was John the Baptist, like, yo, you gotta get right, you gotta save, you gotta get saved, and he just like, okay,
I understand Lecrae's track the whole time.
Yeah,
I don't understand everybody else around him's track.
Yeah,
like it's the people that watched him. I don't know if they're getting the right message from the journey.
Yeah,
you see what I'm saying? I'm not seeing the same attitude and the same purpose behind it. It seems more like I'm really good and y'all should know I'm good.
Yeah,
that's the vibe I'm getting.
Yeah, but I think that's the part about discipleship that happens. And honestly, we've always had artists like that. I just think those artists was in the background, and the reform, the truths, and all them cross movement were up front, whereas the Tunnel Rats, Grit, I mean, Grits was up there too, but those people were getting named because they were like, these dudes are Christian rappers, and we're bringing them to our churches, and they're spreading the gospel. That's what we need to do. But whereas the Tunnel Rats and Grits, they were still doing the same thing, but they weren't. It wasn't like as like, yo, those are Christian rappers unless they said it themselves. You know what I'm saying?
All right, let's get back into it. Stay tuned for Ryan's opinion on where Kanye sits in all this. You're in the field with the track stars, Ryan Righteous, Sean Tanner, DJ Jeremiah. Let's go.
Hey guys, this is Miracle from Trackstarz. I wanted to make sure you guys know all about the official Trackstarz Universe. So, if you'd like a free Trackstarz t-shirt, yes, as well as free merch, discounts, and exclusive content, and of course, direct access to your favorite radio host, then this is for you. Make sure you go to trackstarz.com/official. That's trackstarz.com/official.
Dorsha Glove with K&N reporting live from a place I wish I wasn't. It's so hot out here, it feels like Satan and stank breath on the earth.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. It's hot out here, bro.
Like over one bag of ice. It's too hot out here. God, if you're mad at us, just
I see why they call it hot land in the yard. Wow.
I don't got enough money to
but AG,
heat is unbearable.
I got something for you, though. Check this out. Hey, this water right here, you get some of this, you'll never be thirsty again. I promise you.
Bro, you always be capping.
Bro, take a sip. Y'all think I'm playing, bro. Go ahead and try it. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Mr. Cap a lot.
No captivity. No El Capitan. I'm trying to tell you. Hey, I'm trying to tell you. Hey, they suffering out there, bro. Let's go. Like, make it happen for them.
They need some of this.
They need some of this.
Come on.
My wig flipping, my tracks is moving. I wish it was 70 degrees.
Don't get this peace, this love from the Father. Yeah, hop in a whip, yeah, we swinging. This type of glow have you singing. Yeah, don't it feel good like 70 degrees? Yeah, don't it feel good like 70 degrees? Yeah, don't it feel good 70 degrees? Don't it feel good like 70 degrees? We the glowers, like up the block, I guess that's how they know us. Hop in a whip and we go nuts, but I bounce out, you're not used to the donuts. About to start a rally, where you at? It's the land of the year, bringing Cali, where you at? I got unction, hype out your function, team get jumping, ain't no discussion. It feels good like the stimulus just hit the account, even though I wish it was a bigger amount. Windows down and a dot skirt. Gotta thank God what they tried won't work. Light up the turf. Come slaughter, don't get this peace, this love from the Father. Yeah, hop in a whip, yeah, we swinging. This type of glow have you singing. Yeah, don't it feel good like 70 degrees? Yeah, don't it feel good like 70 degrees? Yeah, don't it feel good 70 degrees?
People tripping. They breath is hot outside.
Hey, Gloria. Hey, what's happening, girl? You said you wanted to be 70 degrees, right? Hey, pull up on us. Come on, let's get it popping. Come on, girl. Oh, hey, bounce in. Bye, y'all. gonna get it lit.
Summer nights at 99 with the whole team. Windbreaker white ones with the gold links. Never keep you low key. They wanna know how that Detroit girl get all this glow. I let them know. Riding in a Pinto with our heads out the window. Screaming we don't look like what we been through. And don't let them keep you stressed, boo. Love God and serve people is the only thing I'm into. Now we feeling like we living. Feeling like we winning, ain't no limit. What we want, we go and get it. Tell that girl to cut them off. Keep your head to the sky. If you don't love God, tell them bye, bye.
Come slaughter, don't get this peace, this love from the Father. Yeah, hop in a wheel, yeah, we swing. This type of glow have you sing, yeah. Yeah, don't it feel good like 70 degrees? Yeah, don't it feel good like 70 degrees?
What's up? It's your boy Scott Free, repping the City Takers movement, and you in the field with the Trackstarz.
All right, back in the field with the Trackstarz. Ryan Righteous, Sean Tanner, DJ Jeremiah. What's going on?
All right, for music distribution, you know who you are. You're looking for the right place. You found it. It's Nectar. NectarDistro.com. Go to it today. Sign up. Get your opportunity so that you can have your music sent out to over 200 plus digital outlets, plus pre-saves, opportunity for pre-orders on your album as well. So make sure you go to Nectar Distro today. Sign up. All right.
All right, we got a very special guest in the building with us. Speaking of legends, we got Chille baby in the building from the legendary Gospel Gangsters. How you doing, sir?
Hey, what's popping with y'all, man? For shizzle, man. You know your boy riding with you. Know that.
Yeah, man. So great to have you, man.
Man, it's a blessing, bro, just to be on here with like-minded people that, you know, love the Father like myself.
Absolutely, absolutely. First, of course, we haven't talked to you, so we gotta, you know, give our condolences. You lost your brother, man, and we're sorry to hear that, man. It really hurt us.
Bro, I mean, for me, it's a every day. You know, people always ask me, Chille, how you doing? I say, you know what, man, I'm taking it one day at a time. Because, you know, my boy, we was together every day, man. We spent our whole lives together ever since we was 12 years old. We from the same hood. We from the same hood, been to the same places, born in the same place, everything.
Yeah.
You know, we was just like Siamese twins, man. And when he passed away, bro, it was really, really rough for me. It was a rough one for me because after you spend your whole life with your best friend and your homie, your brother, it's like, and now, you know, like I was telling somebody yesterday, it's like, when you walk in the studio, I'm used to seeing him behind me, in front of me. You know what I'm saying? And now when I walk in the studio, it's me. You know what I mean? Yeah. I got a click too, but it's me. You know, not having solo there is a big bite for me.
Yeah, man.
So you know, this album that I've been working on, it's been a big bite, but it's coming. And it's hot. You know what I'm saying? You already know I'm not gonna bring y'all nothing that's mediocre or nothing that's, you know, because when we do music and everything, I think about y'all, you know what I'm saying? If you're going to play me, going to have me on your show, you got to have the dopest music for that. You know, if I'm going to represent you and your lifestyle, I need to represent it well. So you can say, hey, this is what we listen to. And when you pass that track on to somebody or tell them to check out that video or whatever, it's on point for the Father. You know what I mean? So I've been just taking it one day at a time.
Yeah. Wow.
Just one day at a time, you know?
Hey, can you just real quick, man, like just take people back, man. Let's go on. Let's get in like a time travel real quick back to like y'all's story. Cause we have a lot of new people like in the CHH game, right?
Really?
They don't know a lot about the forefathers of this. And you guys are like, when it comes to that street gospel, I feel like you guys are like the forefathers of this with Gospel Gangsters. Yeah. So can you just talk about how'd y'all come together? How'd y'all get y'all first deal? Just real quick.
Okay.
For sure. History, man.
All right, for sure. So how we came together was, you know, you got two Crips and you got two Crips in the blood. I was a Crip, Solo was a Crip. You got TikTok, he was a blood. The Father brought us together in church. You know, we all was gangbangers, selling dope out there, you know, running in folks' houses, putting guns in folks' mouth. You know, I'm unadulterated. We did the really, really real deal.
Yeah.
And the Father, man, he blessed us, bro, for us to all to come to the same church. Like, I was the last guy to come in to get born again. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
When Solo got born again, he met Tick.
Yeah.
And then when I first met Tick, I didn't like Tick because Tick used to be a blood. So it was real, you know, gangbanging, cripping was better than me, bro. Like, the devil had me. You feel me? So even when I first started going to church, I didn't like Tick. So, you know, we would be after church and Solo would be like, man, we go chill with the brother Tick, with the brother Todd, you know, we gonna go with the brother Tick. And I'll be like, guess what? You could go chill with the bro Tick. so look, the day I went, right? So the day that I went, we was in his house, and when you go in his house, it's behind the thing. Everything was behind his door. Like, so you sitting in the living room in order to see the kitchen and the rest of the house, you had to go around his door. You couldn't see. Yeah. And I was telling Solo in the house, like, bro, what if this dude go in the back and get it? Because when we came in, he showed us his. He was like, see, bro. I used to be a blood for real. And he opened up his closet, red Pendletons, red khakis, red shirt, red this. I'm sitting in there, my eyes like this big. I'm telling Solo, like, what if he ain't born again for real? Because I just get cracked. He go behind that thing, come back and start busting on us. So after that, me and TikTok, we kind of started gelling. We started going to church. And then when I came, I got saved last. So when I came, Solo used to pick me up at my dope house. And he used to drive me around the corner and minister to me. And then drop me back off and say, you ready to go to church? And I'll be like, nah, homie, that's for you. That ain't for me. You know, I'm out here, bro. You know, but he was my best friend and everything. So it's like when he left the streets, I felt like a part of me left the streets. You know what I'm saying? Just like a part of the rap gang. You know what I mean? So, and then the Father put me in a situation where I had to call on him, bro. And then I called on him. I came, and it's been 20 plus years later, bro. The Father done blessed me. I mean, we didn't get in the game for the money.
Yeah.
You know, we got in the game for the souls. You feel me? Because we want to see people change like us. So when we got ready to get our first deal, we never had a demo. I never had a demo in my life. We never had a demo. Wow. We got signed from being on stage.
Wow.
And it was crazy because we was on stage and I was sagging so hard, my pants dropped, right?
Wow.
They dropped, right? They dropped. I was sagging so hard. And then the dude afterwards, he was like, man, do y'all got a deal or anything? Like, he was like, nah, because we wasn't in it for it. We wasn't in it for that. We wasn't like rapping saying, okay, we finna go minister. We trying to get a deal. You know, and everybody at that point, Soldier for Christ, Dynamic Twins, Peace, all of them dudes, all of my big homies, you feel me? They're my big homies. Stephen Wiley, all of those dudes, they already had deals and they was already moving. We didn't have them. So we didn't even really know, you know what I'm saying? So after that, the dude came to the side and was like, man, from what I seen today, why don't y'all just get a lawyer, man? Call me tomorrow, because if you don't have one, you're gonna need one, bro. Get a lawyer. Bro, I'm ready to sign y'all now. Let's do this deal. So and we got a lawyer, we did the deal, and then that was history. And then after that, we went on to be with B Wright, with Kirk and them, of course. And then that we went to, you know, the thing happened with Tick, and then after that, the homie passed, and after that, here go your boy. You feel me?
Yeah.
And I'm gonna give you something so solid. I'm gonna tell you, bro. During our career, people used to always ask me like, "What's your favorite? What's your this?" You know, I ain't never really had nothing that was a real favorite. I think the songs that I like that we had over the years was more the gutter songs that didn't play on the radio. You know what I mean? Because I'm from the streets, and when we would go play those songs, that's the people would flock. You know, the gangsters, dope dealers, everybody would flock. Like, bro, that's hard, bro. That's hard right there. So, you know, for this album, man, you know, this album is called The Sleeping Giant. You feel me? And it's the reason why I call it The Sleeping Giant is because a lot of times in our career, I never really said too much. And the reason why I never really talked too much like Solo or Tick is because I felt I wasn't as educated You feel me, as those two, and I didn't want to make the father look like he was dumb or nothing. So I wouldn't open my mouth. You know what I mean? I would just chill, do my music, whatever. I would have things to say, but I wouldn't say a lot because whatever I said about the father, I wanted it to be on point and I wanted it to be real. You know what I'm saying? And so now, at this point where I'm at now, I got a lot to say. You feel me? So I got a lot to say about the game. I got a lot to say about the father. I got a lot to say about, career, writing, you know what I'm saying, producers, engineers. So the things that I'm putting together right now is like basically for the whole genre. Like, you know what I'm saying? A lot of these dudes out here that's young, like you talking about us old school, a lot of these dudes that's young, they don't even know the history of where I'm from. But if you do secular music or you do, or everybody know what Run DMC is, everybody know who Kool Herc, everybody know. I know that because, that's hip hop. So my whole thing is like, if you're in CHH or you're in, Christian hip hop, you need to know who the people was that came before you.
Yeah.
You feel me? That's very, very important. Your foundation is very important. So many times I meet young rappers, bro, and they say, I say, bro, so you do this, how long you been doing this? Oh man, I've been doing this for 2 years and I just got saved and God just told me this. I say, well, you know anything about the history? I just got saved and God gave me the gift. I said, bro, you need to go back and you need to check your heritage, bro. Like, check this out, y'all. Let me see what I think. I got something yesterday from Stephen Wiley. Bless me. Look at this.
Oh, 45.
Oh, snap.
Bro, this is the first 45, bro, of the first gospel rap, bro, that ever been recorded, bro.
Wow.
This is a 45. Yeah. So everybody that's looking at this show right now, if you're a gospel rapper or whatever, and you know about this music, or even if you're a listener, you want to know where this music come from, it come all the way back dated to a 45. Stephen Wiley. You feel me? And that's how they used to get it to the radio stations, by record. So when gospel stations came out, we didn't have no internet. You couldn't just pop up and be a microwave rapper. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? You just, you can't pop up. You just, I call no disrespect to them. I call some of them microwave rappers, bro, because they think they're supposed to be able to press a button and everything's supposed to work out.
Yeah.
It's not like that because we grinded for this, bro, when it didn't have no internet, no nothing. You had to go from church to church to church. So if you didn't go from church to church to church, or you didn't see the tour, you didn't see us, bro.
Yeah.
That's how it was. It was, right now we could press buttons. There's millions of people all over the world that can see us right now. Back then it wasn't like that.
Yeah.
We had to push these spots.
Talk about y'all being raw, man. Y'all like y'all was like the first album, the Testimony album, with y'all on the cover with the guns and everything and the Bible there, and in the back of it, y'all taking the Bible and laying the guns down. Like, just talk about that album, man, because it was raw. It was almost like the Straight Outta Compton for CHH.
Man, that album right there, I'm gonna tell you the reason why I was raw, because it was uncut, bro. I was fresh off of cocking a gun. You feel me? Yeah. My life, fresh off robberies, bro. You know what I'm saying? My life was fresh off the corner. You know what I mean? So that's all we knew what to talk about. And everybody that we ran into was just like us. So, and the Father just blessed us with that raw. Like, I can, have eloquent speech and etiquette if I need be, but but when it comes down to it, bro, I'm from the block, homie.
Yeah.
I'm from the real block, bro. And like you said, bro, I'm almost 50. You feel me? And I'm from the block. You feel me? I talk to killers on an everyday basis. And that's what gang affiliated come from. You know what I mean? And it's still raw like that. You feel me? That's where it come from. Because gangbangers, bro, when you walk up on them, they gonna sniff you out. It's just like when you a Crip of Blood in LA. You don't have to have on no colors. It's just the way we talk or the way we look. Sniff you out and tell you from the other side. You feel what I'm saying? So that's how it was for gang affiliated, man. We just wanted to bring somebody something rough and raw, And when we went in and we did that album in 30 days, bro. A lot of people don't know. A lot of our albums like Gang Affiliate, Do or Die, all that was done 30 days tops, music, everything.
Wow.
You feel me? Thursday, music, everything. Because you know how you be on schedules. You know what I mean? So to be a blessing and to be rugged and raw like that, that's what the people wanted. That's what's the street. Even like still today, Yeah. Listen to the music today. It's different, but you still got these dudes that's rugged and raw on the streets. And a lot of people come to me and say, hey, Chille, I feel like I like to hear when it's raw and coming from the streets, man, because they tell you the authentic story. It's no sugarcoat. Yeah. And you know what? I believe you. I feel you. I say I feel the same way, but I also feel that you should get the streets rugged and raw, unadulterated, but with a solution.
Yeah.
Feel me?
Yeah, and that's the thing that we were talking about earlier, is that y'all were raw, but you were also raw about Jesus. Like there was no like sugarcoating or try to hide it or anything like that. Why do you think that's kind of gone away? Why do you think that's kind of been conditioned out of the new artists to not be direct about what they're talking about?
Well, a lot of people try to follow somebody, a lot of people in the game, they try to sound like the next dude, rap like the next dude, music like the next dude. When we were first getting into the business and everything, we was doing, I think we was working on an I Can See Clarity Now record. And we happened to go to the studio, and Ice Cube his reels, bro, was sitting in the studio in the corner. The masters, bro.
Wow.
So me and Solo, we sitting up there like, bro, this Ice Cube masters right here. You feel me? Like, for real? And we from the hood. Yeah. We was like, man, he slipping.
Bring this back to the block.
Yeah, bro. You was like, you can put this in the car and bring this back to the block right now. Yeah. Hey, bro, ransom, give me $1 million. but we started laughing about it. But what was a blessing, it put us in a position when he came in, he had to get him. Yeah. You feel me? So when he walked in, he was like, oh, what's up, bro? So Solo chatted with him. We went out and chatted with him for a minute. He was like, we asked him, like, what would you say to somebody that's new in the business, that's getting in the business, or just new with the music? He said, bro. And we asked him the same thing you asked me, like, why is rough? It's just raw. Y'all just like us, bro. Y'all just raw. He said, bro, long as you do what's authentic for yourself, don't try to be nobody else. He said, if you do whatever's authentic to you and you just be you, God is going to bless you in every other way. You don't have to try to be nobody else. So the best thing, bro, is just be authentic and be true to what you're doing and be true to what you're saying. Wow. You know what I'm saying? So when I say gospel gangster Jesus Christ to the death, Yahweh brought us to the death, bro. This 2G's can't pay forever. This ain't, this ain't going nowhere, bro. This ain't, you know what I'm saying? To my dying day, bro, till I leave this, bro, this Christ is nothing for me. You feel me? Because that's where I come from. And he been keeping, even through trials and error and all that, bro, he been keeping me all this time, bro. Dudes where I'm from don't get kept, bro. On everything. Like if any knuckleheads talking right now, I talk to killers on everyday basis. I got little homies from my own hood right now. Told me, big homie, if you don't got a 30 stick, don't walk off the porch. Wow. You feel me? So imagine 4 youngsters, bro, walking off the porch, all got 30 rounds in their guns, bro, and they approaching you. That's 120 rounds at one time, bro.
Yeah.
The ghettos, bro, right? The ghetto, bro, and the hoods, bro, is sick with that right now. Killing it as all-time high right now. I don't know how it is in other places, but where I'm from, my homie just got shot in the head a month ago. My other homie just got shot 5 times by a female. They just buried him, put him in the ground. You feel me? So since the homie passed away, bro, no lie, bro, like 27 of my loved ones, bro, that I know, shake hands with, hang out before, all of that, bro. From the sandbox, them passed away, bro. If it ain't COVID, it's gunshots. You feel me? If it ain't gunshots, it's date rape. You feel me? So like the ghettos is still at an all-time high, bro. So if you say you real with this music and you say you love the Father, you say you rugged, you say you want to see life change, trust me, if you ain't rugged and raw and real with that thing, when you open your mouth, they gonna know, bro. They gonna know. So in this thing, bro, you gotta be authentic. At least be, this is what I say, at least be real with the Father and yourself.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, bro, you can lie, you can cheat, you can steal, you can tell anybody whatever you want to. But when you get to the spot, bro, and you lay it down and you put your head to rest for the night, it's only you, the Father, and the devil. He listening what you saying to the Father, and the Father know. The devil know you didn't lie. The Father know you didn't lie. Even though you didn't lie to the homies in the hood talking about you the hardest, but you scary. You feel me? So you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is be authentic to yourself, bro. You get in this game, let the Father guide you, bro. Don't look to the left, don't look to the right. Don't worry about what everybody else is doing. Do what he tell you to do, because that's how I get in. I don't look to the left or to the right no matter what. Somebody can come and tell me, bro, this is the hottest song. If the Father don't tell me to put it, I'm not putting it. Because he might want that song for later or something.
Yeah.
So, you know, being from the hood, bro, you got big homies, you got little homies, you learn instructions really well. You feel me? So when you know, I got something where I said on my album, I say where I talk about when your homie tell you get in. I said the pressures of life. You know what I'm saying? When the homie tell you get in, pass you a Glock and tell you sit in. You feel me? When he pick you up and pass you that Glock and tell you sit in, it ain't nothing you can do but go on that mission. And you gotta take them instructions quick and very well. So I've learned how to take instructions from the Father quick, very well.
Wow.
You feel me? My thing is to listen to the Father first, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's why I say in my clan, I'm the top loc. Yahweh first, you backbite me, we not folks. You feel me? In my clan, I'm the top loc, but Yahweh first. Though. Yeah. So you could be a leader of your crew, but if you don't put God first, it's going nowhere. It's doing nothing. You know what I mean? It's doing nothing. You know.
Can you real quick, man? You dropping gems, and our live is going crazy, and they loving it. Can you talk about? I know you guys. Can you talk about the deal of being signed to Be Right? Because we have a lot of people in the CHH world that's like people are big time. People are approaching them for deals. Like, how did that happen? And talk about being signed to a major, because you guys were signed to Be Right / Interscope.
Right. So, man, the Be Right deal, it was some ups and downs in it, you know, like everything. But this is what I will say. Vicky Latiad, though.
Yeah.
That chick right there.
Yeah.
If you get on her team, you're gonna win. If you, I'm telling you straight out, she's a promotional genius, bro. Her whole team. So when we went to Be Right, bro, they put us in a spot, because I'm gonna tell you one of the lead songs that we didn't like because it wasn't gangster, but it blew. I'll Be Good.
Yeah.
So we didn't even want to do it.
Really?
We didn't want to do that track. It was
wow.
It was for Kurt at first.
Yeah.
That track was for Kurt. So when we got signed to them, and Michelle Duffy from D3 Entertainment, that's been the homegirl from we started together. You feel me?
Yeah, yeah.
So when we start doing these big deals, she helped us get grafted into all of those deals, and she was started to be a manager for herself. So we was doing it all together. So when we got to that point and we was with Kurt and them going all over the world, we was just like, this is like bananas.
Yeah.
Feel me? Because you step into another bracket, you know, new levels, new devils. You know what I'm saying? So you got to be more on point when you out there with like that. So anything I would tell anybody, I don't care if it's B right, I don't care if it's C right. You feel me? Go to a good lawyer and make sure you got a good team by your side for that paperwork. Because this is the thing. The Bible says gift come without repentance, bro. So you don't have to repent for the gift he gave you. Yeah. But you got to be a steward over it, though.
Yeah.
So if I just tell y'all, go get you some good lawyers, get you a good team, and then if they're approaching you, you approach them correct, they're gonna approach you correct. But if you get on her team, you gonna win. Wow. Because she's a genius, bro.
Well, we're gonna try to get her on the show, man, because I think I follow her on Facebook, but I'm gonna try to get her on the show because she's a
genius.
Her stories of how she sound Kirk and everything.
Bro, listen, we was all over there together.
Yeah.
You feel me? I ain't gonna even lie. It turned my for his music and being an artist, my life was turned upside down from that point.
Wow.
Like, you know, it was like now it was like you now I'm living the life of a rap star now. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like 30 things is different now.
Yeah.
So now I gotta, you know, I used to say that word, now I can't say that word over there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you come from the hood to etiquette. You know what I mean? And that's how it goes in this gaming. You know what I'm saying? Once you become a public figure, bro, you just can't say anything. You just can't do anything.
Yeah.
And, a lot of people say, well, Chille, why don't you just go out there, man, and talk about blowing them in their face like you used to, shooting them, bro. Why you don't just talk about the booty shaking? Why? You can make a lot of money at that. I say, homie, I'm stamped, homie. I said, being with the father is like the mafia, bro. Once you know too much, you can't just go out there and do whatever.
That's real.
You know what I'm saying? The devil will whack you.
Yeah.
You can't just go out there and feel like, oh, I'm just gonna do this and I'm gonna do that. Once you stand by him, you can't just do that. It don't work like that. You'll get out there, bro. You'll get whacked, bro. And that's what when we did Camp 8, when we started the Camp 8.
Yeah.
That's what you guys ever seen Life, the movie Life?
Yeah.
Yeah, you remember that camp?
Camp 8, yeah.
Camp 8. Ain't no gun lines at Camp 8, boss.
Yeah.
What's gonna happen? You leave the father, ain't no telling what's gonna happen. Yeah. And 8 is the number of new beginning, 7 is the number of completion. David was the 8th son. The 8 is ascension and descension. You know what I'm saying? It's infinity. It's forever.
Yeah.
I mean, when Moses and them and everybody met, they met in camps. You feel me? And that's why we called ourselves Camp 8. And because on the movie, remember, they was all criminals. Everybody in the 8 are criminals. Ex-criminals.
Yeah.
You feel me? So when I had told Solo, like, man, because we used to laugh about the movie because to us, the movie was gangster funny.
Yeah.
You feel me? Because you got these criminals, they getting in trouble all the time, and they funny. Yeah. So we would just laugh all day, bro. We would just do their little jokes and just laugh all day amongst ourselves. And one day we had the crew and we was trying to figure out like, what we gonna name? What's gonna be that name? But you know how you go through that. So we was like, well, and I said, Solo, we ought to call ourselves Camp 8, homie. And he was like, why? And then I ran it down to him. And I kid you not, bro, that night he went to sleep and then he woke up. He said, Chille, you right. Look at this. He started flipping out the scriptures. David was the 8th son, the ascension and descension. Wow. This and that. This and that. Camps and this and that. I said, okay, bro. That's it right there, bro. It's the new beginning. So that's why we say the Ocho, because when you give your life to Christ, bro, there's a new beginning for you. Wow. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to, the things are old are gone. Yeah. You look towards that new beginning and that's you.
That's dope,
man.
What I mean?
As long as you take a whole new beginning and keep running, bro, you know?
That's awesome, man. So tell people how they can find the new music. When is it going to be ready? Tell them everything. How to find you, follow you. You got a lot of fans in here, man.
Right now, bro, I've been recording this whole album myself. I recorded the whole album myself. I got a Click, I got Rare Breed, I got Terry, I got Ion, I got V Spell. He the one did the Bank on the remix. So I mean the Bank on the song. Then I just got a remix to that from my boy Giant Killer in London. So right now is in London. I got a remix going in London. I'm about to shoot a video tomorrow for the remix. So I just camp8republic.com. That's where you go to the spot, camp8republic.com. For the IG, it's at camp8republic. For my personal one, IG is at Chille baby. You know what I mean? So, bro, I just been working on this. I've been working on this gear, bro. I've been working on. Check this out. Let me show y'all something real quick.
Exclusive. Trackstarz exclusive.
I feel like we over your house for real. I feel like we chilling with him.
That shirt on draped over the chair.
I like the shirt he got on. I'm trying to find out.
I think there's a Hog Mob shirt.
Oh, is
Set
that
up 37? Yeah, Hog Mob. Hooked on God, Ministry over Business.
Yo, kick your feet up. We at his house for real. Like this how.
I think he's at a hotel though.
Yeah, look like one. Okay.
Oh, shucks.
Oh snap! Hey. That looks dope.
Yo,
how can people get those?
Damn, I just got them done, bro. I just finished them. I'm gonna put them up in a minute, but you get the shoes and you get the bag.
Yo, I like that, man.
Oh, wow.
So once you done with the shoes, and you don't want to, you could use it for a bag, overnight stay, whatever. You feel me?
I like that, man. That looks really good, bro.
Yeah, I just been working on this gear, man, and working on things, and working on myself and working on the record. You know what I mean? But this record that I did, I didn't really go like super duper chalupa. You feel me? I just want to, you know what I'm saying? For real, y'all Tropolis, y'all. I just want to, you know, to come back, be a little cool, be a little easy, get everybody familiar.
Right.
You feel me? Like you said, old fans, new fans, you know what I'm saying? Radio, you know, the whole thing. But I'm already finished with the first one. I'm 3 songs into the next one already.
Oh wow. Okay.
So I'm working. So now
we got some requests for you. People want 7 to be on something with you. Somebody was asking about some Lost album that never came out. Like these people know you, man.
Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna get on the line. You know what? Matter of fact, just before I came out here, I was gonna go to 7 show. 7 my homie, man. 7 my real homie, bro. 7 my real homie. You know what I'm saying? All the way, bro. He my real homie, bro. He my real homie. So I'll do something with 7 for sure. That's okay. There you go.
There you go.
But yeah, the next album, bro. Y'all gonna hear the change. The next album is like Hello to the Bad Guy. You feel me? So the next my back on that gang affiliated type. You know what I mean? Yeah. This album is some radio joints, some other joints, but you know the next album, bro, is back to them streets so cold. You know what I mean? So it's just been a blessing, man. The whole thing been a blessing, bro. This new journey, everything.
Well, make sure when you got something out, you come back so we could talk about it and you could break it down for everybody, like all the lyrics and what you meant.
For sure.
All right, man. Thank you.
All right, bro.
You in the field with the Trackstarz, Ryan Righteous, Shontan, and DJ Jeremiah. Let's go.
Salute to y'all, man. What's up?
Thank you. Yo, what's good? This is Mike Sarge from Trackstarz, and if you're a music artist and you haven't already signed up for Nectar distribution, honestly, I don't know what you're doing. So let me tell you about it. You get unlimited uploads of your music throughout the year. You also keep 100% of the rights. You get to use our one-of-a-kind single maximizer tool, in which not only do we push your music to the streaming sites like Spotify, Google Play, and Tidal, but we also push it to music blogs so you can get more eyes on your music. And the best part about it is, it's only $19.99. No, not a month, but a year. Again, what are you doing? I don't know what you're doing with your life. Go ahead and sign up today for Nectar distribution at nectardistro.com, and we'll see you inside.
Wait till we get back to the town, man. You can go to a whole lot of cities, but it ain't nothing like when you touch down in the California. Yeah, you feel me?
You already know. We about to get it cracking.
You feel me? If we can do it for the whole campaign, then we can do it for every individual artist, man. So people can come and eat and just not have to wait on their money to get this and get that. They can kind of like get stuff like almost really right away. And at the same time, they be able to develop something for themselves nationally than just being in a box. You know what I'm saying? We take everybody out their box, but bring everybody to us. You know what I'm saying? That's the campaign way, man. We on this front line with this shit big.
Yeah, I'm ready to get this single popping, this next one for him, man. Get this campaign cracking real hard.
I got it, man. I've been in that studio. I'm working, man. Trust me, I'm working.
We gotta make that flight, get the Phoenix over there with Third, too. Third to get it, man. About to make moves, make money. You know how we do. Yeah, Camp A finna be real cracking up in the city this year, man. We finna put a lot of things out there. You ready for that?
Yeah, I'm ready to get on that table, man.
Bank on it.
Gotta say your soul, I put my bank on it. Heal your body, put my bank on it. If we talking about dollars, put my bank on it. I put my bank on it. I put my bank on it. I'm saved by grace, I put my bank on it. I gangsta walk by faith, I put my bank on it. The West Coast in your face, I put my bank on it. 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 G's put their bank on it, be spelled, put his stank on it. I was seen walking in the places where they ain't wanted. Collided with the gospel when it felt so good. Chille and Solo, he's the crippin', then we hit your hood. Like, ooh, yeah, we soldiers of the Lord with the anointing. What you gon' do now? My pants sag low, plus my crew down. Push the gospel in your face, just like I drew down. No more speaking death, but the truth now. So homie, don't let them waste your life. Take your life from you trying to work on stripes. Think about what you doing, is it right what you pursuing? Cause one mistake, it can end up all your ruins. Believe me, I done had to put that strap out, sock him till he tap out, but ain't what I rap about. I rap about the risen savior, cause he's the only one on the block can save you. Gotta say your soul, I put my bank on it. He'll heal your body, put my bank on it. If you talking about dollars, put my bank on it. I put my bank on it. I put my bank on it. I'm saved by grace, I put my bank on it. I gangsta walk by faith, I put my bank on it. The West Coast in your face, I put my bank on it. 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 Scared man, go to church. I said if you scared, don't come to church. That's what a men of faith put in work. I keep it simple, bust you like a pimple. Plus bind the spirit of lust that we been through. Double-edged sword, cut you like a Gensu. Confess Christ, you fit to it, don't matter, he forgives you. See in my clan, I'm the top bloke. Yahweh first, you backbite me, we not folks. I approach Yahweh throne, praying on my knees, so humble. Then after he built me up, then it's back to the rumble, no fumbles. Don't let sin trap you, contain you. Ask for forgiveness, his anointing will change you, rearrange you. See Chille, baby, it's straight. I knew what I signed up for, straight out the gate. If you talk about winning souls, put down on my plate. This West Coast, we test most, and Yahweh. Gotta say your soul, I put my bank on it. He'll heal your body, put my bank on it. If you talking about dollars, put my bank on it. I put my bank on it. I put my bank on it. I'm saved by grace, I put my bank on it. I gangsta walk by faith, I put my bank on it. The West Coast in your face, I put my bank on it. 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 Some radio station won't play me up too hard, they tucking me. But I'm busting down walls, you gotta love me, you stuck with me. Put my heart into this music, it's all about how you use it. I'm a gospel gangster, homie, watch how I prove it. Confess Yahweh in your life, fight the devil off when you pray. Let him guide you and you'll see okay. I'm the ghetto is one, me and the ghetto is one. Now I'm praising the sun, me and the ghetto in one. I hit the street, cease fire, so you know that I'm active. Can't fake Republic facts, they say it's attractive. I'm a real one, homie, and you act like an actress. I read the word, bang, that ain't my face to practice. Stop killing each other, let's keep the gun in the mattress. Money ain't everything, bro, Chacho, we at this. Better ways, better days, Godspeed is the fastest. Blessings is coming your way, be ready to catch. Gotta say your soul, I put my bank on it. He'll heal your body, put my bank on it. If you talking about dollars, put my bank on it. I put my bank on it. I put my bank on it. I'm saved by grace, I put my bank on it. I gangsta walk by faith, I put my bank on it. The West Coast in your face, I put my bank on it. I put my bank on it. I put my bank on it. Gotta say your soul, I put my bank on it. He'll heal your body, put my bank on it. If you talking about dollars, put my bank on it. I put my bank on it. I put my bank on it. I'm saved by grace, I put my bank on it. I gangsta walk by faith, I put my bank on it. The West Coast in your face, I put my bank on it. I put my bank on it. I put my bank on it. I put my bank on it.
You are listening to the Trackstarz with Sean Tanner, Ryan Righteous, and DJ Jeremiah.
Right now, you're in the field with the Trackstarz.
Trackstarz.
Ryan Righteous, Sean Tanner, DJ Jeremiah.
Right now, you're listening to the Trackstarz.
You know what time it is.
Hey yo, what's good? It's your boy Name Gay, he Trackstarz music artist, and you are in the field with the family Trackstarz Radio.
Trackstarz Radio.
Trackstarz. Get it, got it, good.
Ain't no podcast beef. We got respect for y'all.
Yeah.
But respect the grind, baby. Respect the grind. I gotta get the flex bombs today. Respect the grind.
This is Molly the Iceberg. Tribe is on the move. You're now tuned into Trackstarz.
It's time for the entertainment report with Jeremiah.
Yeah, entertainment report time. Let's get it going. All right, man. Check it out. All right, man. We got a lot to talk about. First off, we want to send a shout out to the people that got caught up in that Travis Scott travesty that they released a statement this morning about. He had a concert called Astro World, and I think it's in Texas, and a few people died from it because I think they got stampeded and stuff. So, man, prayers out to them. Continue to lift up, MC Nice, Jason Bordeaux, you know what I mean, in our team and stuff like that. So, man, shouts out to them. All right, man. A Christian influencer is sued for scamming. Christian influencer Dana Chanel. I don't know if y'all know who Dana Chanel is. Dana Chanel, she was the founder of Sprinkle of Jesus.
Oh no.
Yeah, and a Curl Bible as well. Dana Chanel built a following online by presenting herself as a Black woman owner, small business success story. She advertised the products of her company as a way for other Black small business owners to achieve what she did, and then she ripped off the same community she claimed to care about.
Wait, what happened?
She's getting sued by the state of Pennsylvania Attorney General Josh Shapiro because of scamming. They're claiming that she people would pay for stuff and she wouldn't give them the goods and services as promised.
Yeah, it was somebody on our team that brought us the Sprinkles of Jesus ad and was like, Trackstarz, you guys need to buy into this. And we were looking at it like, we can't afford it. No, like, it's just too much. It was supposed to be like a commercial. I bet I still had an email. I have to look at it.
I remember I wasn't interested.
Yeah. So, and I was shocked, man, because I remember her. She was so vibrant, bro. Like she would speak and like God would really be saying some stuff like through her to people. And I mean, because you see it, but man, she's denying the claim. She's saying that it's not true. She is saying that she's just denying the claim. I'm sorry, like that these allegations are not true. So, but people are saying they are, man. I hate to hear it, but yeah. So, all right, man. Ciara. Remember, Ciara's prayer, the prayer that a lot of single women have been asking for, has been released. Recently, R&B singer Summer Walker released her new album, and at the end of the album, Summer Walker has an album where it's like from start to finish, kind of like it's like a storytelling album.
Yeah.
And she has certain songs on there and all this stuff, the drama she's going through with on London on the Track, the producer, and all this other stuff, her baby mama, and his baby mamas, all this other stuff. And then you get to the end, and Ciara says the prayer that these women have been waiting on. They've been waiting for that prayer, and she recited it. And this is the prayer that she prayed this to God to end up getting her that Russell Wilson honestly. So here it is. I'm gonna read it. This is what she said. This is what the prayer sounds like. Jesus, I need you. I don't fully understand everything right now, but I know you have a great plans for me. I'm hurting, but there's purpose in my pain. I need you. I need you to restore my faith and love. Give me strength. I know I can't do it all on my own. I'm tired. I don't want to hurt no more. I don't want to feel like this ever again. Thank you for hearing my cry. Thank you for hearing my heart. I know you'll do what's right with it. Thank you for never judging me. I'm broken, but I'm beautifully broken. I know you will help me put all the right pieces together. I know my pain is not in vain. I know that my baby is the most precious gift you have given me in life, and I thank you for that. Thank you. Cover and protect us, Lord. I pray that the next man in my life will be my husband. I pray he loves me, leads me, guides me, reassures me. I pray that he holds me. I pray that I'll have everything I want and need in him. I pray he would love me the way you love me Your love is unconditional. You are the way, the truth, the life, and there's hope. And you are the way, the truth, and the life, and in you there's hope, Lord. You say love is patient, love is kind, it does not envy. I believe in this pure love. This is what I want, Lord. Thank you for reminding me who I am. I am a queen. I deserve to be treated like one. I'm a warrior. I will get up. I'm a child of God. I'm everything you say I am. I'm an overcomer. I'm built for this, Lord. I'm ready. In Jesus' name, amen. That's the prayer. That's the prayer right there.
I'm confused. Like, what? Did she write the prayer down while she was praying it?
I think this is something that she probably kept over the years.
Probably something you wrote. And
yeah,
then
she wrote that down.
Yeah,
she wrote the prayer down, and that's the prayer that that got her Russell Wilson.
Okay.
That's what she said. That's the prayer. And the thing is, like, when you go on to prime example, like for years since they've been married for how long? How long Ciara and Russell been married? Like for a couple years. So anytime they post them, these women would be like, "We need that prayer, sis. We need that prayer." So now it's like, are you ready for it? Because my thing was, if you can pray that all you want, but if you still living crazy, is God gonna bring you that man that you want? You know what I'm saying?
I'm sorry,
not knocking.
Go ahead, Ryan.
No, I'm not knocking the prayer or anything, but there's several ways that Russell could have found Ciara. You know what I mean? Like, she's a celebrity, he's a celebrity. They go to a party. I mean,
but she wanted the right man because honestly, prior to that was Future. You know what I mean? Like, and she was like, "I'm tired of this."
Well, Future said any woman straight. I mean, man got like 7, 8 kids.
What you about to say, Sean?
Straight.
I'm just concerned with the idea that this prayer got her Russell Wilson. First of all, he was married when she prayed this, so I'm not sure. I'm not sure God was like, you know what? Boom, let's get her out of here.
Another man's trash is another man's treasure.
Divorced already? He wasn't divorced already?
When the prayer happened, I don't know. What I'm saying is that it's not like that, man. It's not like that. The prayer should.
She should have said, "And move his wife out the way from me."
All I'm trying to say is, and I'm not saying she broke up. I have no idea. What I'm saying is that the idea that if I pray these same words, I will get what she got is problematic. That's not how it works. I would say, here's the prayer you need to pray: God, make me into who I need to be. Amen. That's it.
I think that was part of the prayer, though.
Okay, that's good. But that was for everybody else listening. That's all you gotta say. That's it.
Yeah.
Pray that. Start with that.
There's a danger to this new wave of Christianity that people are. I mean, and starting with what I've been listening to on the Drink Champs podcast, but also,
oh Jesus, let's get to that.
That whole thing is crazy, man.
He's like seething on the inside. Let's just go to that.
All right, let's get to it.
Let's take a break and come back real quick because we have to hear.
No, we haven't finished with Jeremiah.
No, I'm saying when he's done, we need to get up out of here so we can come back because we don't have a lot of time left. We got to hear your thoughts on that. Go ahead, Jeremiah.
All right. So anyway, I had some stuff about Ye anyway, so we're gonna get to it. So comment section, SO, Kanata Small, Level Up, Propaganda. Terraform the Sky, YP, aka Young Paul, 2 Shots EP, Coop, and Bat Soul Trap single, Hovey, Lecrae, and KB Can't Tell It All remix, Scooty Wop, 1K P-Son, George.Rose Bounce Back single, Shepherd featuring Ace Hood, Zone single, Zonti Back from the Dead single, R Swift New Day single, Big Breeze My Brother's Keeper single, and of course, man, follow our Milk playlist to hear all good Christian rap, gospel rap, and CHH, and Feel Good playlist for all my Christian R&B fans out there. That's for you. All right, check it out. Boom.
Okay, guys, quick break. We'll be right back. You in the field. Ryan Righteous, Sean Tanner, DJ Jeremiah. Let's go. What's going on, family? Hey, look, if you're an artist out there, I know how hard it can be. I'm an artist as well. And whenever you release a song you think is dope, you're like, man, this is going to be the one. You have to go through the process of marketing. That's the hard part. That's when it really, really, really gets serious, right? Because even if you got a dope song and nobody knows about it, it's going to be a flop. So if you know the process, that means you got to go to each website, follow their submission rules, email them, do whatever they need you to do one at a time. These outlets do not like to be spammed. They do not like to be put on BCC lists, email spam lists. But never fear, we have come up with a way to solve this problem. We created something called the Single Maximizer. Single Maximizer allows you to fill in the details for your song one time and we customize it for each outlet and send it out to all of them for you. Not in a mass email, not as spam, individual emails customized exactly what they asked for in their music submission guidelines. It's an amazing tool. We use it for ourselves and our own music, and we're trying to share it with you guys. So go to trackstarz.com/single maximizer. Take advantage of it right now. It's an amazing tool. Check it out. Let us know your success stories. Tell us what works. Trackstarz.com. Go check it out right now. All right, back in the field with the Trackstarz. Ryan Righteous, Sean Tanner, DJ Jeremiah. I gave you the warning and everything.
You didn't. For all things Trackstarz, make sure you go to trackstarz.com. Follow us on Instagram at Trackstarz, Twitter at Trackstarz. Like the Facebook page, subscribe to the YouTube channel, download the app, and leave a review. All right?
Okay. So we've all been waiting on this. So Kanye went on Drink Champs with Nori. And what's the DJ name?
DJ EFN.
And he was Kanye. I'll let them kind of give you a recap, but I just want to hear Ryan's reaction to the video. Go.
So I did watch all 2 hours and 24 minutes of that interview, and it's interesting. I mean, there are so many points you could hit on. I guess the one that scares me the most is Kanye Christianity. Because I think Kanye represents, or what I thought Kanye was representing at that time was anybody who was on the fence with their life and their walk or their lifestyle and wants to praise the name of Jesus and be a Christian and all this kind of stuff, right? Like he mentioned that he was a Christian. He mentioned Drake was a Christian. He mentioned Jay-Z was a Christian. And I'm like, okay, all right. So
I didn't get that part.
Y'all are Christian rappers, basically. Is that what we're saying? Because if y'all are all Christians, and I mean, like that, he's like, we're all God. He said, to me, that was interesting. He didn't say the word Christian. He said God's people, children of God or whatever, right? Children of God. So I'm just like, okay, that's interesting. And then, he's cussing. He's smoking weed. He's, doing everything you can think of. I mean, using all the compound cuss words. And I'm just like, dissing people back and forth. And I'm like, what is this supposed to be? But then he talks about God quite often. He talks about Jesus quite often. And I was confused because, he did jump on the Democrats a bit. He jumped on the whole Trump
That's
stuff.
why he mad.
That's why he mad. No. I'm just saying, like, there it is. The biggest issue is how much money he has, right? He talks about how much money he has and how he's a king in his own right, and and should be considered like a god. Him and Jeff Bezos and Mark Zuckerberg and all these names he was dropping, Elon Musk. And it's just weird to me. I mean, I know he has, more money than probably most people who he runs in contact with. So he does kind of feel some kind of way about how he carries himself. But it's just weird. It's weird because I don't know what to think of him. Like, I don't know what to think of him. I just don't know how would I characterize him? How would I introduce him to somebody? I don't necessarily know how I would introduce him to somebody. I'd probably just say he's an artist. That's it. Because I don't know what else to say about it. Artist, entrepreneur, billionaire. But it's just weird that he's still making, like, he talked about his new album called Emmanuel coming out at Christmas time. And it's like, okay.
I think that's a Sunday Service album.
Yeah, but he talked about the Donda Deluxe album that's about to drop and how he's putting more songs on there. So I'm confused. I mean, after hearing what I heard, I'm glad he didn't put his album up for any of the Grammy categories because it wouldn't make sense at this point. But it is.
For gospel, you mean?
I don't understand you at all. I don't. What do you? Why?
You sound like Kanye.
Why not?
Why wouldn't? So you're basically saying you thought he was legit, a Christian that you approve of, and now he's not. So
it's not even that. I mean, in that interview he did with what's his name?
Big Boy?
Big Boy, yeah. He talked about how he was trying to stop saying certain words and cussing and stuff like that. He didn't really cuss in that interview.
The
What?
interview I saw, he did.
With
I
Big
ain't
Boy?
never seen
With Big
Kanye
Boy?
stop cussing. Never.
He cussed
I
one
remember
time.
on
It was
that-
like,
on that
excuse
interview, he was
excuse my language. He was saying, excuse me for this.
So that
excuse me for
canceled
but
it out. Got you.
That canceled it out because I was like, well, obviously he's gone through a transition where he doesn't care about that stuff anymore. So it's weird because now, but I wonder how many people this is going to create as, God-fearing artists or individuals that are free to cuss, free to smoke weed, free to do whatever they want to do, and it's
They're
all in
doing
the
it
name of
now,
Jesus.
Ryan. And CHH, they're doing it now.
I'm really confused because I told y'all all this before it started. I'm like, Kanye is doing the
But
same
see, I was
stuff
never
he
a
was doing
Kanye fan, so I never knew Kanye. I just knew of Kanye, but I was never like could tell what he was thinking, what his mind was like, or any. I didn't know any of that stuff. Like this was all new to me. I've tried my best since I left, secular radio to distance myself from secular hip hop.
Okay, Jeremiah.
Okay, my takeaways from it. A few things that I thought were good. I'm big on ownership. So when he started talking about ownership, he started talking about like owning your own stuff. The rap when he said, I caught this part when he said the rap word in media when they say the rapper such and such is meaning the N word such and such. He was like, that's what they really saying. They call it the N word, and I get it. Because that's what it is. He's like, because everybody else is the entrepreneur, the business person, the da-da-da, but then like the rapper, you know what I mean? I get that. Some stuff he said that I was like, okay, I get it. The shots, I'll keep it real. I'll keep the same energy because I said something. The shots he gave at Just Blaze and Big Sean was kind of harsh. That to me, that was harsh. The shots he gave everybody else, I understand because he was like, y'all my boys. I put y'all on. I put John Legend on, and he just turned on me. And you know what I'm saying?
Well, he had the same reason for shooting at Sean, though.
Sean, too, yeah. But I think he was a little harsh with Sean, though. Like, with Big Sean, he was like, on my grave, I'm going to put, I'm here because I was like, ooh, that's harsh, bro. Yeah. That's harsh. You know what I mean? Another thing that I didn't really rock with was the mixture. It sounded like he mixing Hebrew Israelite with Christianity.
Yeah, talking about the boats, it being our fault. Yeah. Black people are serving other people on what other people own.
Yeah,
so you got people in his ear, obviously.
Yeah, so it's that mixture is that's a dangerous recipe, and that's when I was like, ooh, bro, ooh, no. And then when he started talking about the baby and cancel culture and Marilyn Manson. That was kind of touchy because I remember I was watching it live. Ruslan did something. He was doing a live recap of it. And I was watching it with them. And he was like, ooh, you doing that, Kanye? Like you like saying like it was just a hug with Marilyn Manson and these sexual allegations?
Yeah. He's basically saying like there's people really out here getting abused and what we doing ain't that bad, ain't that big of a deal. Okay. Okay.
So this is one of the hardest things. I'll say this. It's hard for us when I hate to throw old boy under the bus all the time. It's hard for us when it's one Kyle Manning. It's hard for him when it's 10 million Kyle Mannings, if you get what I'm saying. Like a celebrity gets saved, it's hard for them to walk out their salvation because they make a mistake.
All the time, yeah.
They say this, they do this. It's like and honestly, they're right. Like people are right to say, "Hey, bro, why are you getting high? Why are you getting drinking is not a sin." Right. I mean, people can drink.
Some people say the same thing about.
Yeah, but weed. I don't know about marijuana though. I mean, that's against the law. So I just think that was a recipe for disaster. The weed and the drinking, I was like, oh, Kanye, bro, come on. The cursing, I always say this. I've known people that love Jesus, will worship, and then curse you out in the next breath if you say something crazy to them. So I'm like, I don't know if that's like was Peter cursing people out? You know what I'm saying? I'm not making excuses for him. I'm just asking those questions because there's times where we're looking at a celebrity that laid his life down for the Lord. Like, you know what I'm saying? And he still is working out his salvation. So do I say he's not saved? If I was an out person looking in, like that's saying, like just I didn't know the situation. I mean, I don't really know the situation, but like I'm hoping that the Lord is continuously walking with him in his walk. You know what I mean? And walking with him. But I don't know, man. I don't know. It was from a Christian. I think for this new culture, Christian, I think that's acceptable. But for us who are this is for CHH. Us who are that's the old school Christianity, like yo, that's above reproach. Then it's
and this is how we sound when we talk about them, and when I bring up, hey, your favorites out here are wilding out.
Yeah,
this is what I'm talking about. this is what I'm talking about. So here's my takeaway. I think I finally understand why Jesus told that rich man to go sell all his stuff.
Yeah,
Kanye got too much money.
Yeah,
he got rich people problems, and he has a rich person mentality where I think it's hard for him to take himself down to where he needs to be to really, really be a servant. And I think he feels like he's making the right motions of a Christian and he's doing the right things. He's going beyond what a normal person would. But I think he's still stuck in this idea that he's special. I think even poor people like me have trouble with that, right? But I think everybody has to come to a place where I am nobody. God is the only thing. When I hear him talk, he's like, I'm somebody, but God is a little bit more somebody than me. That's not it. Mm-hmm. I am nobody, and God is everything. And I think it's hard for him to get to that spot. And I do think he has some troubles. He thinks in a way, I can follow his thought process when he's meandering like that, but I think that is what gets him into some trouble, because I don't know if it's a mental problem or just the way he is, but I think his thought process makes him believe that he's getting some sort of messages from higher places when some of that is you. That's just you. And it feels like because you're special and things have worked out for you to a certain extent, you feel like he feels above the clouds. He feels like he's getting like transmissions that nobody else gets, and he feels special. So I would just say, man, like the rich young ruler, I don't know how he's going to fully get to the place where he needs to be with all the stuff he has. It's difficult.
But Sean, I think he thinks the Lord is blessing him with all that stuff. Because he's like,
everybody
because he was like, I went through a divorce, then boom, I got money. You know what I'm saying? They tried to sue me for something, then boom, this happened.
I was in debt, now I'm a billionaire. Right.
Yeah. So I think he believes, and the reason why I think he believes it more now than he did back in the day is because he did Jesus is King. He is doing Sunday service. You get what I'm saying?
He's doing the Christian things. Yeah.
It's a little different than back in the day when it was like, I'm a Christian, but it is blah, blah, blah. But he's like, I'm dedicated to Sunday service. I'm dedicated to making people praise God. You know what I'm saying? I'm dedicated to that.
My only reaction if Kanye ever heard this is yes, I commend you for doing those things. Mm-hmm. But what I was looking for and what I'm looking for in him, if I knew him, and that's why I always preface when we did Kanye versus Kanye old versus new, I'm like, I pray that this man is a Christian and God is working on it. I don't know. You know what I mean? But because none of what happened in this Drink Champs thing was surprising to me. That's who he's been this whole time to me. So I wasn't like, oh my gosh, Kanye? Like, no, like that's consistent to me how he was on the show. And honestly, a little bit more mature than I expected. So I'm like, okay, Kanye, what I'm looking for and what is a sign to me that God is gripping your heart is not making the Christian albums and doing the Christian stuff. it's a change in your character.
Mm-hmm.
That I'm still waiting to see that the me that he loves so much get put aside for him. I'm still not seeing that fully. And that's what I worry about, is because he has so many things in his ear, because he has so much access, because he can just go to a country and people give him stuff, and like that's something I pray I never have to worry about. That's why that prayer is so important, that God don't give me too little that I want to steal and hurt people.
Yeah.
Don't give me too much that I forget that I need you. He is so rich and powerful that how could he possibly know what that feels like?
Mm-hmm.
How? I know there's moments, like there's things that grip him, his family, his wife, things like that can still get him to be like, to pay attention. But what can God pull on to get your attention that when you're that powerful? Yeah. And that's just the only thing I worry about him. I'm not saying he's doing anything wrong. I'm not saying that he's not trying. I'm just saying that what I'm looking for is something that happens inside here. It's not something you do. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think he wants that to be true, but that has to be something that has to be a real encounter where you're like, God, take everything, take all of it. I don't care what happens after this, as long as when we were talking to Chille, you hear that in his heart. When I changed, I'm done. Yeah. And I'm not saying I'm not going to make mistakes, but it's a different position. Mm-hmm. It's like your heart changes position. And I'm still waiting to see evidence of that from him. It's not, you ain't got to prove nothing to me. I'm just saying as a somebody watching, somebody who cares, is my favorite artist I'm talking about here. Somebody that if I was his friend, this is what I'd be watching for, is did something happen in here? You know what I'm saying? So that's the only thing I'm noticing. That's why I don't watch people's interviews, because I'm scared to hear things. I'm like, oh crap. That's why I don't watch stuff like this. But just from the little bit that I saw, I'm like, I'm not seeing it yet.
Yeah.
I'm not seeing it yet. So
yeah. There was a lot of name dropping, a lot of comparisons. He said that he put out in a text message to Kim Kardashian, Travis Scott, Drake. He was like, Jay-Z. He was like having a conversation with them, and he was like, I'm worth more than everybody on this text message combined. I'm worth more than all of y'all. And it was kind of like, if you're the other person on the opposite end, you're reading that, your first question is, what's that got to do with me? Why? Why are you even saying that?
Because he's living in a playground that we have no idea.
Yeah.
Like these are petty arguments between rich people that have nothing else to do. Like, this is fun for them. I don't have time for any of that.
How would y'all feel if Jay-Z and Drake was like, I want to try this Jesus thing, but then interact with Kanye and like, I'm good?
I mean, that probably could be what they're seeing already. I mean, why would it not be? Especially because, okay, I'm really messing myself up. Like he said, I'll be dead before the end of this interview. So the issue is if Kanye is representing Christianity, right? Yeah. And the views that he has on his political stance are so far away from the views that most people have in his community, then they're looking at that and they're saying, I don't want none of your party and I don't want none of your God. That's the way it's coming off. Nothing about that interview sounded attractive on either side. Like, you just wouldn't want to be in the middle of that situation.
I was about to say vice versa, Jeremiah. It could be. I mean, somebody could be like, yo, you know what I mean? I think one thing about rich people, I would say, is, and dealing with faith, is if God, okay, what I was thinking about with Kanye was, would he still be who he is if the Lord says, I'm going to give him a Job experience, where I take everything away from him? Where you have nothing but to brag on me. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, that's something where it's like, that's when the rubber hits the road. It's good to be in paradise, chilling. I remember somebody was talking to Tupac before he died in Vibe interview. He was talking about what he thought heaven and hell was. And he's like, I'm in paradise now. I'm chilling. I got a car. I'm eating. We doing it up. You know what I mean? And I'm like, but some people, and I remember a rapper saying this, a Christian rapper, he say, this is the only heaven that you will ever get. Like, this is your heaven. and meaning like the luxury, the living good, all this other stuff. This is your heaven. You know what I mean? This is your heaven on earth. You know what I mean? And I think sometimes with Kanye, I feel like I don't want to see him broke anything, but I think God would test him. Like a real test for him would be his earthly possessions. Like him saying, I'm not a billionaire no more. Like, would he be okay saying, I'm not the richest person on this chat?
Yeah, the humility.
You know what I
I
mean?
haven't seen the humility yet. And that there's something about when God really grabs you and you realize that you there's nothing you provide here that compares to what he is. And I don't know how small, if Kanye knows how small he really is. I'm not sure he knows that yet. I don't want him to find out the hard way, right? But when God stands up, I don't want him to have to experience like when God really stands up and says, "You think you're what now? You think you're who?"
Yeah.
Like that's a humbling experience, man.
But also, I will say this too: we're judging Kanye based off of we don't know how long when he confessed salvation. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know how long he's been in this. Because if he's been in it for like two years, it's still like he's still young. So it's
but that's why I'm talking to Kanye as if he was my friend. Like if this was you, Jeremiah, I'll be like, hey bro, I don't care how much money you got. That ain't it. As a friend, I'm saying this as a friend.
Yeah, that's real.
You know what I mean? And you would know that because like you know who I am. I'm just saying, like, I don't know him. I may never know him, right? But if he was my friend, this is what I'd be saying. Like, hey, bro, I don't want you to have to experience what you might have to experience to realize all this braggy stuff. It doesn't sound like it's happened yet. That's what I'm worried about. Has it happened yet that you realize that God is that much greater than you? I don't know if he knows that. That's scary to me. That would be scary to me as his friend.
I think he thinks he's like below God. Like I'm not too many notches away from where God is. Because he talked about his peers being Jeff Bezos and all of the other billionaires that he named off. He's like, those are the conversations that I'm having. Those are the people that are my peers. None of y'all are my peers. Right? He basically just kind of dismissed everybody. And so, you know, there was a lot in there. The Sunday service thing is still concerning because, somebody put up a tweet the other day that, you know, Marilyn Manson was praying in the circle, and at the end he mumbled in Jesus' name. And I know that Marilyn Manson came from a Christian household and all that kind of stuff. And so you do hope in your mind that these folks are on the brink of getting it right or
absolutely.
going down that path.
Absolutely.
You do hope that. And then I think that's the problem that we have is separating the celebrity of what we see them going through versus what they actually are going through, right? Like if that wasn't Marilyn Manson and it was just somebody dressed in gothic looking clothes, you know, we'd be sitting there like putting arms around them because
praise
it's Marilyn
God,
Manson.
praise God.
Yeah, we step back and we're like, whoa, you know, and you know, I heard Marilyn Manson in an interview debunk that whole, you know, Satan, priest of the High Church of Satan and stuff like that. He debunked that. But you know, it's just a weird place.
Yeah. So I think Ryan is absolutely right. If we didn't know, if Kanye wasn't nobody and we just heard him talking like this or whatever, I'm just trying to say there seems to be something missing, and I'm happy for all these celebrities that seem to be moving towards Jesus, like the Justin Biebers and all them. I just want to make sure, don't miss the core of this. The core principle here is that God is everything and you are nothing.
Yeah.
And if I still hear language like I'm this and I'm that and you guys are this, I don't know if you understand what God really is saying here. All of you are nothing. Not just some of y'all, not most of y'all, all of y'all. That's how much greater he is than us. And it just makes me wonder if you understand what he really did for us in his sacrifice. You need to know that he didn't have to do that for you at all. You didn't deserve it at all, you know? And that's why I don't know if people get that. Like it's super serious to understand that this God doesn't owe you anything. And I keep hearing, And I understand it as a celebrity, that's probably hard to understand because you feel like he gave you all these things for a reason, like you deserve it or something. Those things may not be blessings. They may be curses.
Yeah.
That the stuff you have might be punishment, keeping you away from God.
Jesus, Sean.
You see what I'm saying? Like it may not be something to celebrate. It may be like, oh my gosh, these are shackles keeping me from understanding what God is for me.
Yeah, that's right.
I don't know if people get that. So anyway, I just wanted to hear what Ryan thought. Ryan is now putting him back on the other side of line for line. He will not. He will never vote for him again. But anyway, so thank you, Ryan, for sharing your thoughts, man. We are gonna get into line for line, and hopefully you understand. You enjoyed this conversation. You guys let us know what you think. What do you think is going on with Kanye? Where do you put him? How do you describe him? What do you think? You're in the field with the Trackstarz. Ryan Righteous, Sean Tanner, DJ Jeremiah. Let's go.
You're in the field with the Trackstarz, running with the Trackstarz, tracking with the Trackstarz, in the Trackstarz Universe. Ooh, 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 stay on track with us.
Y'all know what time it is. Ryan Righteous, DJ Jeremiah, Sean Tanner. Time it is. Y'all know what time it is. It's the field, boys. You in the field, boy. It's the field, boys. You in the field, boy. You tuned in and locked. Trackstarz. We beating on your block. Trackstarz, yeah. I'm repping the most high king like mama, I made it. Trackstarz bringing the real, you love it or hate it. Line for line with the kingdom, the secular faded.
What's happening? This your man Brinson, God Chasers Entertainment. Buckle your seat belts for line. Vote Christian though. Yeah.
Yeah, back in the field with the Trackstarz. Ryan Righteous, Sean Tanner, DJ Jeremiah. Make sure you go to trackstarz.com for all the latest. We got some awesome writers that post articles daily on our website. Please support them, read their stuff, man, and go follow them and show them love. And if you're an artist, make sure you join Nectar Distro. We got a lot of awesome artists. We got artists joining every week recently. So please join Nectar Distro, become part of the team. We got some awesome things coming for you guys. But yeah, you in the field. Let's go.
All right, man. It's line for line time. This is a Showdown 47. Let's get it going, man. For y'all don't know, the Showdown is basically independent artists who do their music submission. Shout out to our guy Jason Bordeaux. He accepts those submissions, listens to them, and vets them out, and then he puts them in a file so I can get them to send them up for the Showdown, man. So this is Showdown 47. We've been doing 47 in these things, bro. That's crazy.
Oh,
Think
wow.
about it, 47. That's a
a
lot.
lot.
Yeah, man. So. All right, so let's get it going, man. All right, we're gonna start off with Joyner Lucas first. This is called Your Heart. Here we go.
You say you hate me, but I know that this your song, yeah. Angry Texas, we don't never get along, yeah. We've been rocking with each other for so long, yeah. Maybe that's why it's been harder to move on, yeah. And you changed too. And your mama and your friends, they gonna blame too. And you hate it when somebody say my name, ooh. Every time you hear my name, you wanna drink, ooh, ooh. You wanna go out, you wanna get drunk, you wanna get lit. You wanna get crazy, do everything that you never did. You wanna get bent, you want revenge, you wanna get...
All right, that was Joyner Lucas, Your Heart. This is Disciple, Through My Eyes. Here we go.
Eat Coney dogs for dinner. Let's go. We was gang when we was in the kitchen, got to eating, getting chips, and became Kawhi Leonard. Let me paint this picture. Sold plasma for my baby food. Sold my plasma for my baby shoes. Yeah. Selling stamps, got her baby took. Selling straps, got my baby cooked. Kick out the L's on your baby took. My left hand chose his nose off me. My first love pulled that pole on me. Woo! My stepdaddy.
All right, that was Disciple Through My Eyes versus Joyner Lucas Your Heart. Sean, what you got, bro?
I actually like Disciple. Joyner Lucas is really good, but that didn't move me as much as he normally does. So I got Disciple.
Dope. Okay.
What you got? Thank y'all for hanging out with us, man. We way over time.
Yeah, we sure are. I think I may go with Joyner on this one.
Joyner. All right. So it's tied here. If you want to be counted just like us, make sure you do a super chat. Any amount doesn't matter to us. And yeah. What y'all got? What y'all got? What y'all got? I see some Joyner. I see Disciple. Joyner.
That's early, Kenneth. That's a very early.
You count early.
Very early.
Nah, you got the right idea. We got to wrap it up. Yeah,
So
Ryan is going to the Aaron Cole concert, so you have to head up. He's representing us there. They're telling you to stop licking your camera before the show starts, Jeremy.
The old school. I can't help it, man. I can't help it.
All right. What y'all got? Call it.
All right, what's the final?
What y'all got? What y'all got? Call it. Call it. I see a lot of Joyner, man. It's going to be Joyner.
Yeah. It says second one online, Damo said.
Okay.
So that's
Thanks,
a 2-1. That's a 2-1 right there, baby. And that puts Mainstream on the board with 1. All right, here we go. We're going to start off this time with M Till I Collapse. Here we go.
Rob, you'll never say that I'm not killing them. Cause when I am not, then I'ma stop pinning them. And I am not hip-hop, and I'm just not Eminem. Subliminal thoughts when I'ma stop sending them. Women are caught in web, spin them in hawk venom. Adrenaline shots, the penicillin could not get the illin to stop. Amoxicillin's just not real enough. The criminal cop killing hip-hop, filling a minimal swap to cop millions of pop listeners. You're coming with me, feel it or not. You're gonna fear it like I showed you. The spirit of God lives.
The spirit of God lives in us. All right, that was Eminem. Jason, I'm sorry, bro. I realize every time
why
we
you keep doing this
with
to
you, I give you hard. I was trying to find somebody with the track, and I was like, yo, there's nobody out here with no track that's like this. And then I hit Eminem and it say ding, 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 ding. And it's no hate, man. Jason Bordeaux, his new song, I'm sorry, Never Stop. Let's go.
Stand up on it, we got the Holy Ghost with his spirit staying haunted. Fighting the principalities is what the Father wanted. The enemy comes with sinful desires, he likes to flaunt it. So what do? We keep our faith in his word, so we abide in it and hitting us, dodging the curveball, the being throwing us, so we slide and we swerve, staying obedient to the Father, cause he is my world. We gotta stay focused, fam, we gotta give notice, man, creating the soldiers, and then we fighting for soldier friends, and family in the faith, and we ain't just holding hands, but making demands for Satan to.
All right, that was Jason Bordeaux, Never Stop. M Till I Collapse. Sean, you in the hot seat. Who you going with?
Yes. So I'll say this. I'm gonna go with I have to go Eminem, but I think he is getting very good. He's getting very good, and I like the mixing on this better. I think he's finding his vocal tone, and I really like that. Now here's why I have to say Eminem is because the reason why Eminem is top 2 favorite rappers is because of the multis, man. Like and just the way he raps is just so complex. Till I collapse, I'm killing these raps long as you feel them. And he'll rap inside the line and at the end of the line, and then 2 lines later he'll go back to the rhyme he had at the beginning. It's just too crazy, man. Like I haven't heard anybody. I haven't heard anybody that can do what Eminem does, just poetically, like with just using the English language is unbelievable.
Yeah. I ain't gonna toss. I would say, unfortunately, I'll give it to him just because what you said. But Jason, you're getting better, bro. You're from what you first gave us to now is getting way better. So, yeah, I didn't know how to sandwich that. I didn't want to sandwich it. You normally sandwich it very well. Second one online. Dang, people saving their money today. They're like, I ain't.
It's not big names, so they don't have it.
They're not trusting it. All right. So that's 2-0. All right, here we go. This is round 3. We're gonna start off with LLC Flame, Hard Times. Here we go.
In the sky, feeling like what we going outside. I'm pushing these demons, they trying to abide. I got these wings, I say, homie, let's fly. Shining so bright, we gon' radiate. If you got a problem, say it to my face. Been through hard times, I can say it today. Yeah, I see that y'all working, y'all ballin' today. Forever, I gotta stay humble like Bieber, I never say never. Forever, high beats, man, I feel the rush. Trusting God when I'm out of luck. Staying strong, man, my life is tough. He's always around, man, he's always enough. In these hard times, I've been holding my.
All right, that was LLC Flame, Hard Times. I believe remix. No, I think Hard Times. Yeah, it was remix. Hard Time remix. This is Internet Money, Lemonade. Here we go.
Addy boys got some 60s in my bag. Lips sealed, ain't pillow talking on no rag. In my earlobe, got 2 carats, VVS. Got a penthouse near Rodeo, out for stress. All this money when I grew up, I had nothing. Filled with backstabbing, my whole life is disgusting. Can't believe it, gotta thank God that I'm living comfortably. Getting checks, I don't believe, but she say she done with me. Burn some bridges and I let the fire light the.
All right, that was Internet Money, Lemonade versus LLC Flame, Hard Times remix. Who you got, Sean?
I'm gonna have to go Lemonade. I did like LLC Flame. I thought it sounded good, but that Internet Money song sounds so polished and professional. It's crazy how good that sounds. So I got Lemonade.
I am gonna go with LLC Flame. I thought they did very well, so I'm gonna go with them. It's a group. I didn't know Internet Money was a collective. I Google like who's in it, but it's like a collective of rappers that like do songs together.
Yeah, the only person I've ever seen that was a part of Internet Money was a producer. So I don't know anything else about him beyond him on Twitter.
Okay, so maybe it's the producers, but then they add people on the song.
I don't know. The only interaction I've ever seen with Internet Money, it was a producer on Twitter. He was talking. So I don't know how they're constructed beyond that.
So it's more like a Poetics type situation where Poetics' name is there, but then other people rapping and stuff like that. Okay, cool.
All right, what y'all got?
What y'all got? What y'all got? What y'all got? What y'all got? It's round 3. Hey, round 3.
Crispy's working on something for y'all. He's trying to make it happen. I'm trying to help him. Try something new. We're gonna try it out today and then see how it goes. And then y'all let us know if you want to keep rolling with it. But I cannot get this thing going.
Oh, Secular won it online.
Internet Money got it.
Internet Money quit it. Dang, Jesus.
It's gonna be a tough day. It's gonna be a tough day.
That's funny. All right, man. With that being said, it's 3-0. The score is 3-0. We're going into round 4. We're gonna start off with Gunna. This is Too Easy.
Made it out of the jungle. My ball ain't got no jumper. Rest in peace, my uncle. Never met, but I still love you. Remember that bitch from way back, playing out on the popper. Stayed in the hood where the killers at, made my pillow a chopper. This ain't that what you looking at, and we didn't update the roster. You can tell it's a rich nigga posture. Y'all gon' wanna spitting it proper. Trapping at school, I was serving bags, probably was searching my locker. Who did your jury? It look like brass. One of your bro should have stopped you. Each on one and young Weezy, man, this shit too easy. Different for every season.
All right, that was Gunna with Too Easy. This is Kendall Williams with Trap Gospel. Let's go.
forgiveness. That's why you see me with a chain with a cross pendant. If I say I'm putting God first, I meant it. Got through the losses, now I'm winning. 2013, I was on trial like O.J. Simpson. Yeah, I was slipping, ooh, I was slipping. I'm repping God to the death now, no gimmick. I had to change my lifestyle, do something different. I gave my life to Jesus Christ, now I'm a Christian. Ignore the critics, don't care what no one say. Cause they weren't with me when I was locked up in it.
Alright, I see the poll, son. That's what's up.
Yeah, so that's what Crispy's been trying to do. So y'all fill it out, see if you like it.
Jason, no hard feelings, bro. You pick beats that are not common with today's rappers, so I have to try to find the best person.
He's killing
and
you,
then
bro.
to
like,
Kyle,
and
we've done
one of his best songs ever, too.
I know. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. I don't do
All
this
right,
on purpose.
so let me just tell y'all behind the snes since we in overtime right now. So shout out to Jerry Lee. He's helping me with all the putting up comments and putting up like the names of the segments and stuff like that. So instead of me trying to fiddle around and try to have a conversation with y'all, Jerry Lee's helping me with that, and Crispy's in YouTube putting up polls, and he's gonna be doing that in the future. So y'all let us know. Bro. Y'all let us know. We're trying to run this thing for real. You know what I'm saying? Next up, I gotta get
out of a job.
No. We told Damo that we're trying to help Damo, because remember, the goal is to get 1,000 live viewers. Damo won't make it through a show if we got 1,000 people voting.
Or Kenneth Anderson.
Yeah. So I mean, there's still stuff y'all can help me with, but this future proofs us a little bit. So shout out to them. They're helping me produce the show since we're still virtual right now. And just let us know if you like the changes. Anyway, where we at?
All right. So did you vote? Yeah, we didn't vote. Who you got?
I got Kendall Williams on that.
Yeah.
I like that a lot. And I'll say this for everybody so far on our side, I guess I could say. The mixing and production sounds great. This is now just about which song I like better. It's not like the Christians don't sound good enough to compete. Like, it's just personal taste at this point. But I got Kendall Williams on that.
Kendall Williams, I do too. And Kendall Williams, this song was produced by Zaytoven. So shout out to Zaytoven. We should try to get him on the show as well.
Oh yeah.
That'd be good, man. How many more minutes until this shuts down?
I don't even see the poll.
Oh, word? Because right now it's 2-0.
So
it looks like
just who's winning. We'll just have to call it based on who's winning.
Okay. Well, who's winning is Kendall Williams with 85% versus Gunner with 15%.
I think that's clear.
That's clear. All right, Kendall, he wins it. 3-0. Wow, he put us on the board, son, with that trap gospel. All right, here we go. This is round 5. 21 votes. Thank y'all for voting. All right, here we go. We're gonna start off with Sam Purpose, Never Shaken. Here we go.
Live the best, righteousness, come with tests. Even when obstacles manifest, weapons won't flourish, I can attest. Cause I've been down in the dumps, accounting for negative months. No, I couldn't even front. I was shaking on the hunt, wondering how to pay bills. Appointed to popping in pills. Seizures were out for the kill. Uncertain if I would be healed. Try to hide it, but was killing me. Stinging worse than a killer bee. No denying that I had a pride of me with my head up on a guillotine. Mentally going insane. Bound by the fear of my brain.
All right, that was Sam Purpose with Never Shaken. And Sam, he said, hey, I want to go against a couple of these people.
Okay.
And I found the perfect song. So I said, okay, this is Wayne. Hasta la vista. Here we go.
So out of here, keep that over there. Where do we go from here? Come to the end of the road. Can't get the road repaired. I am on Mars with a bitch in her underwear. She take them off and they come back to earn 100 years. You cause gummy bears, recipes, rabbit. I got the Lamborghini doors up like some burning ears. Better not jump in here, better not run in here, talking crazy. Get a walk up here, cause see these married is making it hard for players. But see the hardest players, it's too hard to play. I give a in a couple ultimatums, couple bamboo and a couple coffee later. She do all the drugs, she do all the favors. So we now, we argue later. Running like I alternate, I don't separate them. I just alternate them. I got all the flavors. Sit back and enjoy the food of all the labels. You gonna
That was Lil Wayne. Hasta la vista. Like hasta la vista, baby. versus Sam Purpose, Never Shaking. I'm gonna have to give Crispy these in advance so he can have them ready. So who you got?
Okay, I like Sam Purpose a lot, but okay, just like I said about Eminem, Eminem's gift is he just magic with language. He knows poetry, like just general poetry rules. He brings those to rap in a genius way. Lil Wayne is the best punchline rapper ever, and his flow is immaculate. And
ever,
I think so. Punchlines? Who's better than him at punchlines? Lil Wayne's raps be just a series of punches. The whole thing. The whole, like his whole verse, 16 bars is 16 punches, like back to back to back. Who's better than him?
Jada got some punches.
Jada's different. But you think about who's the best punchline rapper?
You got Fab.
Fab is good. Cassidy's good.
Cassidy's good, yeah.
But when I think that could do a song with nothing but punch, that's Wayne, man. I think Wayne's the best at that. And his flow is so good on top of that. I got to go Wayne on this.
Wayne, okay. I would say, I think what we should
got people
do,
thinking on that one. Tell me something better. Somebody said Logic. No, not even close. Not even close. Lupe is the best metaphor rapper. He can paint a picture with words that's ridiculous.
I was so mad at my people at my job. This dude talking about Lupe Fiasco was trash, and he's like 2 Chainz is better. And I looked at him and said, and he,
then we can't even have a conversation at that point.
I know.
We're just on different.
But
we're in
the
different
problem
places.
was he older. That's the thing. It's not. He wasn't like young. He was older than me.
Well, there's no point in talking there.
What? Yeah, I'll just stop. I'll say Lil Wayne.
I'm just telling you.
I think Sam Purpose did good though.
He did really
very
good.
Good job. Very good job.
There's aspects to rap that certain people to me are the best at. To me, when it comes to punchlines, I think Wayne. When it comes to technical ability, I think Eminem. I have to think about other aspects of rap and figure out who's the best at what. Lupe to me, best metaphor, like consistent, not clear as in easy to understand, but clear as in it's perfectly laid out metaphor person. He's the best at that.
The definitive punchline rapper.
Is Wayne, man. I know what you mean by the kisses and those guys, but Wayne stuffs so many in one song. It's like I've never heard anybody do that before.
Yeah, that's true. All right, let's end the polls. So on the polls right now, it is Lil Wayne with 71%. So
okay.
All right, Wayne took that. So it's 4-1. All right, man. All right, let's get it going. This is round 6. So I guess you gotta see it. All right, here we go. We're gonna start off with Jadakiss. This is called Me. Here we go.
Now let's go. As soon as they hear the voice in the flow, they already know it's. And I ain't even in the game, but as soon as something happen, who the first one they blame is. Do your time, you a lame. Stop mentioning my name. Why you worry about? I'm in a group meeting. They took pick from us. Now it's just Luch peeing. I'm the one they call on. Gotta feed the family. If not, then it falls on. Who else?
All right, that was Jadakiss. Me. This is Reed B versus Midnight Flight. Here we go.
Better on. This is Kobe Bryant at the Madison. Jordan from the free throw. Russell couldn't handle him. Holy in the sport is like Shinobi when I'm stabbing in the center of that inner man. Severing the center man. Softly as the voice that called Elijah out that firestorm. Settling the hearts of man. Kinda like a quiet storm. Better than the streets though. Drinks and the weed smoke. Ease up, homie. You need Jesus. Tell me if you see this. Homie, only Jesus can give you what you need when you need. He feeds us, homie.
Woo! Jadakiss, Me versus Reed B versus Midnight Flight. Who you got, Sean?
I say, since I'm giving out superlatives here, I say Kiss is the best slick talker in rap, man. Like when he did his verses, you could just tell it wasn't even just the raps. It's the stuff he said in between. Like he's a slick talking dude, man. Like he just off the top of his head just comes up with the craziest stuff to say. I would say I didn't like his song as much as other stuff I've heard from him. I'm gonna toss this one.
Toss it up.
I thought Reed did very well.
Yeah. I may toss with you, man. But you know what?
Yo, I love y'all, man. The chat is so funny. If you are watching this after the fact, please join us on Saturdays, noon Eastern Standard Time, and hang out with us, man. Like these are the funniest people.
Kyle, what do you listen to? Kyle, what do you watch?
He watches
Are you
us.
a hermit?
He watches That's Not Christian.
That's Not Christian?
The Cruise.
What do you watch? That's it? What's your entertainment like? Because that's funny. That's funny. That line made me think of what the Remnant said back in the day. Like, if you bob your head, you agree. I was like, dang, that's hard, man. I think Reed got it, but that Jadakiss was fire. I'm at the toss too. Toss it up. 0-0.
Yes. Best. He's the best at that. People can be good at bad stuff.
Yeah.
He's good at it. I can say that unequivocally. People are good at bad stuff. Well, so who got that?
We got 22 votes. Kyle repenting. He bobbing and repenting.
All right, call it. What we got? Call it. Who won?
All right. With the polls closed, the final is who?
Just call it. Who's winning?
Reed v. Versus.
All right, so it's Reed.
48% to 35%. Reed took one. So shout out to Reed v. Versus and Kendall Williams. You guys put us on the board with 2, and everybody else from the mainstream won their round 4-2. So, yep.
All
That's
right.
how we win.
Okay. All right. So
are we doing after or no?
Yeah, we'll do that. So join the official universe if you want to hear round 7. Thank you guys for joining us. I know we went long today, but we love you guys. Really, we pray for you guys. We love you. So keep rocking with us. Get this thing to 1,000 lives. We need y'all to share, subscribe, like, comment, all that stuff. You in the field with the Trackstarz, Ryan Righteous, Sean Tanner, DJ Jeremiah. Let go!
Now, I'm in the field with Trackstarz right now. I had a blessed time. Hopefully, you guys are listening. If you're not, then you're losing.